can follow them on YouTube at Team Cert.
Okay, so you know what? Here's what happened. Okay.
Team Cert as well.
So I'm an idiot because I was talking to the screen without actually being live. Because I don't know how to do anything. So please bear with me. This is the first live stream that I've done. So I don't know how to do anything. But basically, I want to thank you guys so much for being here and watching this. Hello, Cassie. Hi, Christina. Martin's here. I'm so happy about that. Yeah, I was literally talking to myself for like 4 minutes and nobody was here. But anyway, so I've selected some of my... What is Kenny doing? Oh, I've selected some of my favorite episodes for you guys. It's just based off of like... based off of activity. So, you know, it was just... Sometimes you go on investigations and things happen, and then sometimes you go on investigation and things don't happen. You guys know that. So I picked the ones that I felt were the most active, and that's why they're so memorable. Hey, Crypto, how are you guys? How are you guys doing? So I actually, before we get started, I do want to talk to you guys for a second. So let me switch back to the big screen. Hold on. All right, so my daughter's standing here.
Hi.
Okay, so if you guys messaged me this past weekend and I didn't answer, please don't take it personally. I was actually pretty sick this past weekend, so I had to get tested, and thankfully things came back negative, so I had to deal with that. But we are here now. We're doing great. Do you want to address the people?
I love my mom. She's a very nice person.
Thanks. We also have the same name, by the way.
My name's Amber.
Yeah, as well. Somebody says hi, little Amber.
Hi.
All right, so we are going to watch some episodes, and like I said, I handpicked these episodes. These are my favorite episodes, only because they're so memorable in a way where like everything was happening and things were so amazing. So this first episode, what are you doing?
I want to watch it too.
You want to watch it too?
Yeah, because I don't normally get to watch YouTube videos.
Okay, yeah, you can watch it too. You can watch it while everybody else is watching it.
Yeah.
So this first video, this first video that we are going to watch is the Ashmore Estates video. Now, in this video, I actually got to meet Team Cert. They actually invited me to come out and do an investigation with them, which was super, super nice. They're very professional people. I do believe their names are Doug and Rebecca. I'm sorry if I didn't get that right. I haven't talked to you guys in a little bit, but Doug and Rebecca are amazing. They're super sweet, very intelligent, very professional. They have a wide range of equipment. I think this is one of my favorites because I got to test out equipment, which is pretty cool. I don't always get to test out equipment before buying it, so I thought it was really cool. They had the DR60s, which if you're into the paranormal, or even if you're not, DR60s are the audio recorders that are super old that like are really touchy, so everybody loves those. You'll see those featured in this episode, but I definitely love this episode. It's got to be one of my favorites, which is why I picked it for tonight. So I am going to start it.
Welcome to Ashmore Estates. I am Sue. I am the caretaker here. I do live on the property.
Yeah.
I have been with the building for 7 years now. Ashmore Estates originally started out as the Coles County Poor Farm. We were a poor farm from 1870
Well, it's okay. We don't have to pause it.
1959. Basically, poor farm is a road is full of welfare.
Yeah.
If you owe any kind of debts to society, you got sent here. You could be a widow with young children who couldn't keep the farm.
So poor farms were actually really common back in the day. And tell me to shut up if you guys want me to shut up. But poor farms are very common. If you go to places like Hillview Manor, they're poor farms. I just did Randolph County Asylum, by the way. Hint, hint, that's going to be the next episode. That was also a poor farm. Fairfield County Infirmary was a poor farm. It's basically just where people went that were like destitute, they didn't have families, sometimes like nursing home, like older people, elderly, you know, they would throw those in there if they didn't have money to take care of people.
Some dark history in the building. A lot of this sadly was never documented because this was the county's unwanted people out here. So you had young women and children mixed in with hardened criminals. In 1959, what we now know as the current welfare system came into play. So all the poor farms throughout the state were shut down.
Hello,
land
Tim.
was
I'm so happy
divided
that
off,
you're here.
And sold and the building.
Hi. They can't
So
see
in the
you.
early 60s,
Hi.
the building was purchased and became a private psychiatric hospital.
Sucks. I want to be in the camera room.
We ran as both a private hospital
It's over. Give me room.
and a state-run hospital from the 60s up through the mid-70s.
Yes, they are.
Now,
Camera.
that is where the name Ashmore Estates came in, and it stuck with the building for the rest of our lives. So then in the mid-70s, the building was expanded. We kind of got the big square block that's on the back end. That was put on in 1977.
These buildings that I go to
kitchen area on the
are
other side
fairly
of the
large.
windows
I
here,
don't know if you guys know that
that
or
is our-
not,
what we
but
call the
sometimes it's really
70s
hard to
kitchen.
do the whole building and
That's
the
what
amount
we
of
had
time
and
that I
it
have.
became
And
Like,
a nursing home and
it's
home
like
for the
a
developmentally
soccer
disabled.
field. And it's hard to
No,
We
some of
ran
them are
that
bigger than a
until
soccer field.
1986,
maybe
when
10
the building was shut down.
10 soccer
permanently.
fields.
And
Yeah,
It
and
was a clocked
as
out
you do the
walkout
investigations, like if
situation,
you're the only person, it's hard to
residential
cover a lot of
located.
ground, and that's why I like going with
Their
people
personal
sometimes.
belongings, all that.
Oh,
was on the
Brian, you're
facility.
okay.
Say at
You
5
made it.
o'clock,
Woo woo.
staff clocked out, walked out,
Make
took
it.
their personal belongings,
Made it. Sorry.
everything else was
Don't
left
worry about
behind.
being late. It's
We
okay.
did have a team of historians work tirelessly to try and get some of our history back. Because in 1986, when we were shut down, after that, we sat empty for 20 years. So there was a lot of vandalism in the building, a lot of graffiti. Almost every exterior window was broken out. So a lot of exposure to elements, everything. This building was in pretty bad shape. The building, like I said, was in bad shape. Some of these hallways we're gonna be able to walk through tonight. First weekend I was down here to help Robin, you had to walk sideways down the hallways because of all the debris and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of these places, they're privately owned, so they don't get like grants from the government or anything, so they rely heavily on people coming in and doing investigations, and I think that's why I like doing it that way. I know a lot of people trespass, and I'm not okay with it because I'd much rather help the building out. They're gonna take that money and they're gonna put it back into the building, so that way they can preserve that history for a really long time. So every episode that I do pay for. I can't stress that enough. I have permission to be there. And I think that's just so important when you're in the field to have
During the
that.
poor farm, the women and children's dining room was mostly the women and children's side because the small room.
The
down
woman
the far
scares
end
you.
Was the original poor
Don't be
farm
scared of
kitchen.
her. I actually don't remember
Like I
her name,
said,
and I
this
feel really
kitchen
bad. I meet so
area
many
was added
people,
on in
but
the
she was
70s.
super, super
The
nice.
other small room back behind us, that is a pantry storage area, always has been. Now these windows that you're seeing in the wall here, when Robin purchased the place, those were covered up with drywall. And Robin wanted to take it back as close to the poor
So
farm
I
area
do
as she
include
could. So
a
we
decent
started
amount
pulling
of
drywall
tour
down,
in
and
most of my
discovered
video because I
that
want the buildings to have the
the
opportunity to
windows
kind of tell
our
their
original
story. A lot of the
1916
times when
windows.
you see these TV
That
shows coming in, they're on a time
Other side
limit.
of that
So
wall is the original
they will
exterior of the building.
severely
We have
cut
some pictures
down
upstairs that kind of
pieces
shows,
of the story that might
like the
actually be
aerial
important
view
to
of
the
poor farm,
investigation
and you'll
leader.
see that,
So
you know,
I
that wasn't
try to include as much
a
as I
rough
can
area.
without
At one point,
including
it was
too
just
much.
an opening
Some of these
between
places
two
rely
walls.
heavily on like flashlight tours or
Alright.
daytime tours.
As we walk
So
across the
I
hall,
try
came
to
into this room,
keep
we
that.
came into the
I try to
men's
keep
dining
some
room.
of it out, but I also try to
This
keep
was
some
the
in.
men's because of what's down in these two rooms. That is our boiler room, and then the room behind it is the maintenance workroom area. So it was the men's job to keep that boiler stocked
My
with
bad.
coal. It was a coal-fired burner, and then the round circle you see on the one wall down there.
Like I said, there are people in
So that,
this one.
that's where the
This would be
radiators
Doug
come
and
in.
Rebecca.
That's how.
How do we know she's not a ghost?
all the way up to the building.
I don't think she's a
So like
ghost.
I said, it was
She does say that she
down
lives on the
that
property though, and we did hear a scream later on that
burner
you'll be able to
stove with
hear.
coals,
So I was like,
water
was that
warm,
her?
moving throughout the building.
It's Nick Groff.
Yes, it's Nick Groff. I love Nick Groff, by the way. I don't know if you guys know
She has
this.
an autograph of him.
I do have an autograph photo of Nick Groff. Yeah.
Mannequins always freak him out.
And I
She's gonna-
also,
she's gonna
I
get to me,
did
and I
get to
know
meet
she's
him
there.
once. He's
I'll be
absolutely
doing my
fantastic.
cleaning
He's very
thing.
genuine. You can tell that he loves what he does not do.
Does do it.
What he does do.
You know, on the second floor.
And
It
surprisingly,
was a scene on
I
the
told him
second
a
floor.
story
It's
about my
still more-
mother and
Oh,
our
it looked like
relationship.
they're in hospital.
And surprisingly,
We've
a
got
couple
our
months
lovely
later,
hospital
I
room on
had
walls.
commented on something that he
This was the
posted.
nurse's station.
And he
And
was like,
there was also
"Oh,
the
hey, how's your
reception
mom?"
desk. So
Which I thought was really
people
cool that
would
he
come
like
in the front door,
remembered the
walk
story.
upstairs, register with the nurses, and they could see their loved
Mom's
ones.
doing great.
Another room I like to point out is the room here in the corner, kind of across from the nurse's station. It's the only private room in the psychiatric hospital. So there are some special people that were in that room, and we think it was just simply because they came from probably more of a affluent family in the area. The room to my left here, that was used as the activity room. So that's where everybody would come down, sit around, probably ladies did.
So all these rooms had these
Kids
cool
play
like
games,
donation
that
little
kind of
plaque
stuff.
things
To
that
give you
were
an
really
idea
nice.
of the size of the patient rooms,
Yeah, like what
because
she's
a lot
got her
of our
hand
walls
on.
were knocked down and stuff.
And those were really cool. I've actually never really
Modeled
seen those anywhere else.
attraction time. This is about the size of the actual patient rooms, both during Poor Farm and hospital era. During the Poor Farm, there was a gentleman that lived on the property with his family. So he was the overseer, the superintendent of the Poor Farm.
Can you guys hear
So he
everything
and his
okay?
family lived
It's a bit of
on the
I just wanna
property,
make
and
sure
their
that they can hear
actual living suite was up on the third floor of the building. But instead of us losing half of the third floor to kind of recreate that, Robin just decided to take a couple rooms down here and just kind of set it up. We've got a bed back here in the corner, some mid-century furniture and stuff to kind of give you the time frame. And then we get down, once we get past this corner, you're more or less in the new part of the building that was added on in the 70s. So
Is the buffalo shirt the new
those
wolf
rooms are
shirt?
set up like nursing homes nowadays. Your
Evidently.
In the middle, patient rooms on either side.
It could be.
Now this floor.
some.
Hey, Amber's Para World.
On this
How are
side.
you?
On this floor, we did take part of the wall down and put up some more support. And this is where we gather when we have, para-celebrities that come in to investigate.
Wait, I have my stuff in it.
We gather, question, answer, and then a lot of times just do an investigation with them. I do like to point out on this one, on that side, those 5 lists that are there, those are actually census lists of people that were in the building. So as you're getting names throughout the night, I do like to refer you to those to possibly double check.
Let me know if you guys can hear
This
me.
room, is a pretty special room for us. Sadly, last year in August, one of our true
In
friends
the comments.
was tragically killed in a car accident. And
Because again, this is my first time doing this, so I don't know if you guys can hear everything.
since before Robin, during the haunt and stuff too, but we have turned this into her memorial room, so there's pictures of her in there, there's little, stuff people have left on her table, and the only thing we ask is there is a very dim light that is in her room.
Okay, cool. Everybody can hear me. The place does look great. I will let you know, this place itself is $600 a night for an investigation. Did I use StreamYard for this? Yes, I did. I did have to pay, so it was $25 additional dollars. No, it was $25 a month for StreamYard to be able to do this.
And Mr. Farmer does not like to welcome
Sparks of the
us
Paranormal
onto
was
his
really
property.
gracious in giving me
So,
advice and pointing me in the right direction. But yeah, StreamYard is what I'm
150 graves
currently
in
using
that
right now.
cemetery. Sadly, about 10 to 15 years ago, one of our historians.
Yeah, a lot of them have their own YouTube channel.
Oh, no wonder I got
Got herself onto the property. She worked with the Coles County Sheriff's Department. Got herself onto the property and got pictures of some of the headstones. Sadly, this is all she could find. And like I said, we do know that there's 160 over there. So,
I did think
This
that
is
that was
another
really
place that I
sad
will
that they
prefer
didn't really have
people
access to
if
the
you get next to it,
cemetery that they had
check out.
because now it was technically owned by somebody
if any of
else.
those things go along with these guys. One more thing to point out. This is the only original piece of furniture from the hospital. It's an old hospital bed. Up until last year, you could actually still crank the head and the foot of it. It's
You hear a little
real
echo in the
furniture.
audio.
The third floor was where they kept the worst of the worst.
Yeah, it definitely
hospital
seems weird to own dead bodies or like restrict
keep that in
access
mind as you're
to
up here.
something that was so for certain like owned by this
And
place.
another
So
thing,
yeah, I don't know. If I was that person, I
I
would like to think that I would allow people on the property, you know, especially like families of the deceased and people who are trying to help. But I understand being leary about, you know, like letting people investigate, but you know, at least let the people who own the building like go and be there. Also, thank you. I love doing the history because I like history as a whole myself. What are you doing? Stop.
Where the walls may have been. So this was again divided into two different rooms, and that room became the electroshock therapy room, and then the room across the hall, directly across the hall over there, kind of became like the observation, where you would put them and watch them to see if they were going to be okay, if they need to stay in isolation or go back out in the general population. And then the room across the hall, directly across the hall over there, kind of became like the observation.
Yeah, I basically try to include everything that happens while I'm there. The only things that you don't see is obviously me pulling up to the location, and then usually there's like a waiver that you have to sign that like basically says that they're not liable, like if you get hurt or whatever. And then from there we do the tour. And then from the tour, I do the investigation, and then it's tear down time, and then I'm done. So I really try to take you guys along so that you can see what it's like to actually be on an investigation. And I think that's so important is because TV shows don't show that. They don't, you know, it's a little bit different for TV shows. They have the opportunity to film for more than the time that I have. Sometimes TV shows can be there from a couple days to a whole week. And I think with me, I only have, let's say, 5 to 8 hours of however long I stay. So, yeah, it's pretty interesting seeing the difference in that.
I've never happened before.
This one was on too.
Your camera was on?
Was off.
Off.
Yeah, when we came up here, I
Turned
did.
it on.
Yeah, because it makes a weird, stupid noise.
Yeah, I had gone up and I set up static cams. That's the first thing that I do.
Turning your cameras off.
And then,
I just stopped.
and then I start the investigation, and I had turned it on. It makes a weird noise when I turn it on, and I knew I turned it on. But for some reason, all those static cams that I had, I pretty much came home, and most of them were like gone, like they had not even filmed. So,
Position this somewhere else.
oh my gosh, I know they cuss me out all the time too, Amber.
Do you know how the DR60 works?
They cuss you out.
I think he. Oh wait.
You gotta be
They
quiet.
swear at you.
So.
You have to be completely quiet.
These spirits, hush.
Wait a while, and he'll cue you when to ask another question.
Are there any spirits here with us that would like to communicate? Can you please tell me what your name is?
Do you know that you're dead?
This is probably one of my favorite EVP sessions.
Can you show us that you're here by repeating somebody's name into the device that he has over there?
My air conditioner just kicked on.
I can shut the door.
And yes, for anybody that was here for the live for last week,
What was that?
say it. then go
Is that John? Does it say John? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it says John.
I love those. I love how super clear they are.
Yeah,
So is it yes, I know?
I think so.
Yep, yes, I know. That's crazy. That is really good.
Well, there's a second.
Yeah, I just can't figure out what it's saying. Is it Amber?
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh my gosh, that is so exciting. It's Amber.
I love how excited I get. It's so fun.
That's so
It really
crazy.
is.
They know why these things are.
Those are really nice.
They are really nice, yeah. And we were talking about DR60s.
They're price gouging the
Yeah, I bet.
shit on Amazon.
Yeah, I did look up the price for the DR60s, and they were like $2,000 for a DR60. They don't make them anymore. So the only way you can find them is on eBay, and man, people are really racking in some bucks on those.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a bummer I didn't get very many EVPs on that.
They make it known. They say your whole name. All right.
At the yeah.
Alrighty.
Let's dig out the theme of everything you got.
APF process.
Yeah.
So this is a really cool piece of equipment that he has here.
So we're bringing this out. Do you want to explain how it works just a little bit?
It's basically it's a prototype. This is the 1.0 version from EAS. Basically, it records the spirit box session with 10, 20, 30 second rewind. It slow down the response, add filters.
These are actually really cool. So he did say that there are only, so he got this from, is it Gary Golka? He's one of the guys that actually makes equipment. And he said that there are only 2 people in the world that have this prototype. And he said Zach Baggins is the other person that has one, and then he has one.
They're filming. Yeah, that was a female.
I thought that was crazy that we could just rewind it. I'm so used to just like hearing it on Spirit Box and then not actually like confirming what I hear. Do some words get hard to hear on the recorder? Yeah, especially with an old-timey recorder like that. I had trouble with it. They were pretty good at it, obviously, because it's theirs. So,
John, do you want to come talk to us? We were able to hear your voice.
Ooh, what was that?
replay! That's so cool that you could just replay it.
What are you doing?
So he did say that Gary will have some of these on sale in the near future. I don't know when, and I don't know what the price is.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to get my hands on one. I think these are like hella cool.
We're just trying to communicate with you. Is there anything that you need?
Always happens.
Yeah.
Hey, Stephen Lynn. Yo, girl.
Do you need a nurse?
Me fiddling with the camera angle. That's me on every location,
What was that? You checking
checking them angles. When you are your own camera person, it sucks.
She's like my sister. Wait.
No, that doesn't mean she's my sister.
Or if they have the same last name, then. Is that high school?
Yeah, and good tech is definitely really, really expensive. I was looking for, if you guys are familiar with Paranormal Lockdown with Nick Roth. Nick Roth has the Geoport, and I wanted one, and it's literally $3,000. And I was like, no, thanks. Up the nose shot. Yes. That happens.
Yeah, I
So this location is Ashmore Estates.
don't know. Maybe one, two.
This is in
Warning us of.
Ashmore, Illinois. This used to be a poor farm.
Yeah.
Warning us of pain. Are you gonna call this physical harm to us?
You're welcome. Yep, I almost have 1,000 followers. Woo, 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 woo. When we hit 1,000, I will be doing a tour where I will be going to haunted locations and investigating with you guys. So you guys will have the opportunity to come and investigate with me.
Very pain. Right here.
Which would be super cool.
Yeah.
Alright, tell me. Oh, my God.
Buffalo. Oh my gosh, what about the buffalo shirt, y'all? We never even, he thought maybe it was Buffalo, New York, but the tour guide had a buffalo on her shirt. Remember somebody pointed that out earlier?
Yeah, I think they've cleared out of this room.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it did when we walked in.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
That was crazy though. That was really cool. Mm-hmm. And how clear
The responses.
the responses were.
Yeah.
I stand by that. Those responses were
And it was
very
just so
clear.
like heavy in tone with
Mhm.
like its voice.
Yeah, it's. You can see.
And definitely you
Very
can tell
specific.
So I only think.
with the DR60, which is nice.
Yeah.
You can definitely, when they're really present, they're sometimes can be very clear and sometimes very loud, and sometimes they can even sound like they're screaming
Yeah,
at
they
you.
have like the EVP that it has the definition and the tone.
Right.
I think that's so interesting.
Should we try it again with the DR60?
Oh, we can. I don't know if we're gonna get anything.
I think we should
I
try
think we
to
should
move to another room.
Yeah, we should move on. 'Cause I think they're done.
Yeah.
Like I said, Doug and Rebecca, oh my gosh, they're such wonderful people. There will be collabs with them in the future.
Is there anybody here that wants to come talk to us?
Am I going to the Winchester house? Are you asking like the Sarah Winchester house in California, the mystery house?
Did somebody die from falling here? John said he knew that he was dead. Do you know how he died? Do you know what year it is?
It got very dark out all of a
Yeah,
sudden.
there's noise over there.
Yeah.
Back there, over here.
So the Sarah Winchester house is in California. I currently live in Indianapolis, which is quite a ways from California, so it is on my list. I do want to make it there, but I think like with my schedule with my kids, that's going to be a little bit hard. But as the channel grows, I hope that I can do stuff like that.
Right.
Maybe once you
Alright,
can
so
find
let's play it
somebody
back.
to build a babysit one day.
Ashmore State.
What was that? Like,
Anybody get a hospital doctor?
I can tell you in that moment, that scared the shit out of me. I wasn't prepared for that.
Is it even saying anything, or is it just?
I think it's saying.
I know they said they thought that it was saying something which they have way more experience than me, but to me it sounded like just like anger. You did the night tour in October, or you do the night tour in October? Have you done it yet?
Oh, it's at 19.
That sounds like a demon.
Yes.
Yeah, it sounds like screaming to me.
Is it 19?
I think it's for 1950.
58. Yeah, 1958.
I thought it was so amazing that they, when I asked them what year it was, they said 1958.
Was that a fuck you?
Here. Hold on, I'm rewinding.
That's me when I was I want to go to the Winchester house
Is it
pretty
come here,
badly.
or I did?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I want to do that one and Alcatraz and Queen Mary.
Wait,
So I
where
have a
is it
lot
for
of
you?
California ones that I want to do. It's just I live so far away.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, it sounded like a little moan.
Was it through here?
Yeah.
It was. Okay.
Hello, is there anybody here with us?
I had an idea for your YouTube thing. Will you do like one of those? You should
They're
go
not
to
talking in here. If there's any other room on the other side, it was like,
That'd be really interesting. That's what some
How many spirits are in this room with us?
It's just,
We're here so you can communicate.
I was very intrigued by this device. This device here still intrigues me. I really want it. I hope it's not going to be too expensive. Oh no! Is your screen frozen? My screen is not frozen. I'm so sorry.
oh, don't go.
Don't go!
yep. What's downstairs?
I think we should go upstairs.
Yeah.
I feel like they only sit downstairs to just get us away from
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're in the moment, it's very hard to decipher where is going to be the best place to go for activity. It's very hard to figure out, you know, where should I go. So I usually try to go based on my feelings. So if I'm feeling that a room's heavier, I'll tend to stick to that room rather than go anywhere else in hopes of getting evidence.
Talk to us tonight.
Do you know what year you were born in? Did you die here?
I'm awfully tired. Can I share this bed?
So this is upstairs in that room with that hospital bed. We were kind of trying to use it as a trigger object.
It's a scream.
What is this?
But it's.
It's screaming because it doesn't want her in the bed. It's like, her neighbor's doing a flashback.
Shush.
It almost sounds like a cat or something, like a cat or something.
I still hear a cat.
Maybe it was.
Say something.
We made it?
We murdered it.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Then maybe they made the bed.
That was a female.
Somebody touched me.
Cassie, you heard a cat too?
It's like,
Are you okay?
I definitely heard a cat.
You need help?
Quiet.
Say hello.
Hello.
maybe it's the listeners.
Hello.
I love when they say like basic hello.
Hi.
He said, hi.
What's your name? I'm Doug. Stanford, Becky.
Is that a whistle?
So do you guys have any places that you guys want to see me do in the future? Just list them below. I'll write them down. I have a whole list somewhere.
Coming in and talk to us. We're not going to hurt you. We just want to ask you a few simple questions.
And the light is reflecting off of her glasses, and it makes it look like she's evil. And that's not the case. We love her. She's not evil. Stop.
You're ready?
Yeah. Ready.
Do you need a nurse?
Yep, evil. That's it. She's evil now.
We'll take care of you.
Conjuring House. A lot of people do Conjuring House. Where's? Can you go get my? Oh, bring me my book. Some Civil War battle places would be really cool. I actually had a plan to do Gettysburg. With one of the girls that had I gave away a free investigation with me last year. And the girl had chose Gettysburg, but because of COVID and stuff, we kind of had to put that on hold. So Gettysburg will be coming at some point. I'm just not sure.
They're not going to talk to us during the device office.
I'm writing them down now so I don't forget.
Please stay.
Yeah.
Please stay. Okay, we'll stay. You like our company?
Martin wants to go to Gettysburg.
Like being around us?
Alcatraz is also on my list. There's a gravesite behind the Conjuring house. I didn't know that. Is it Let's Stay this time? Brushy Mountain? I want to do Brushy Mountain.
Alright, I'm gonna turn this device off. Come in here and say bye to us.
I think I'm a lot closer to Brushy Mountain now than I was when I was living in Pennsylvania. So that's a plus. I think they're pretty expensive though. They might be one of those ones that are in like the thousands range. So I'd have to look. Yeah, some places are crazy expensive. I think this one here is $600. And then I also think Bobby
Anna
Mackey's was
Marie,
$600.
how did you die? Hannah, how old are you? Hannah, did you like working for Ashmore Estates?
I have never seen Exploring with Josh. I'm sorry. There was a loud bang. I talked during it. Sorry.
That was really loud.
Yeah, and another thing that you have to worry about is sometimes these places have people break in because they don't want to pay, so they break in and they do investigations. And again, that's why trespassing isn't okay. So, like when I'm out there doing my investigations, sometimes that's a solid worry that people are going to try to break in and then, you know, possibly like steal my stuff or something.
Or kill you.
I have not done the Stanley Hotel. I haven't been anywhere out west. I will write it down though because I do like that place. I've heard a lot about it.
Try something.
Okay.
No.
Nothing. Wait till I do another thing.
So this is his camera. He has a really nice Sony camera, which I was looking for one, but they don't make the kind that he has anymore. And the other one that they have is like $1,000. So. I will rate Molly Brown.
Who's in here?
Hello there. Oh, I will write down.
Wow. I just caught a light anomaly at the end of the hall, moving from right to left.
And Yorktown.
Holy shit.
I have never been to
I
Texas.
see you. Could you come down here? There it is.
But I hate snow, so I wonder if that'll be good for me.
Holy
And also another thing is,
shit.
it's also hard. Sometimes it's hard to debunk when you're on spot like this. And
Yeah, it moved from left to right.
he really did think that he saw
Or
something.
right to left, sorry.
But because it was on such a small
I would say
screen,
so.
he really couldn't determine what it was.
Something coming
So just keep going.
Walk across the hall.
Well, now
Is that you?
when he went home, he was able to look at it and he was like, okay, I think this is a car.
Car driving by.
A lot of places are set up next to highways
It's
for
bad.
some reason, so it makes it a little bit difficult. Hello, Paranormal Road Trip. How was your day today?
I just heard something. Oh, did you? Here, downstairs. Stop moving.
Dude.
Anybody in here with us?
Oh, Cassie, Goatman's Bridge. I don't know how I missed that. That one's definitely on the list.
Goatman Bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Has one of the Ghost Adventures been there?
Yeah, Ghost Adventures did that one, Amber.
That one with the guy with that weird mask. And there was a bridge.
Hush.
Oh my god! Don't go there.
Hush.
Did you hear that?
I heard a scream.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
like
busy
screaming,
at work.
like a really high
Yeah.
pitched whistle.
I'm so sorry that you're at work. You gotta love what you do, though. If you love what you do, it's not work.
Are you trying to get her attention?
Oh, it says
Yes, you
everyone
do
should
have
Amber's
attention
page.
now.
Thank you, Martin. Such sweetness.
Thank you for helping my mom. She's about to get 1K subscribers.
Thanks,
Which
Amber.
is silver. And then the next one will probably be 2K. We'll get the gold.
Look at
Or maybe
the gold.
10. Maybe 10.
No,
Maybe 10K.
that's a lot. That's a very big jump, Amber.
I know. But you have to have a lot of them to get the golden subscribers.
You do. You do need a lot.
Are you close to getting the silver one?
No, I'm not close to getting anyone.
Where's the silver?
I don't know. 100,000, I think.
I know my most favorite. I'd rather be ghost hunting.
I think we'd all rather be ghost hunting. I would rather be ghost hunting than sitting here. Like, I've been watching a lot of smaller channels
Oh
lately.
my god.
Just because I want to give smaller channels the same love. Because sometimes I get frustrated because a lot of the bigger channels, they get a lot of attention. And the smaller channels tend to get overlooked. So I've been trying to level up on the small channel. So if you guys want to include your small channel on the side here that you want people to check out, go ahead and do that. Are both of your names Amber? Yes, they are. Yes.
I'm Amber Hazelton. This is.
Okay, don't be giving out information.
This is
We're
my
on the
mom.
internet. Don't give out information.
This is my mom. I used to call her mommy, but now I call her mom.
But now I call her mom.
What's up, mom? I'm 10 years old.
You're 10 years old. Yes, you are
Yes,
10.
I'm
So
10
don't be
years old.
giving out your information.
That's all I need to know. But I don't really know where I
All
live.
right, so that was the last one. This one actually is with somebody. So this is my friend Sabrina. What's up, Sabrina? She's not on here. She's not in this chat. She is actually at work right now. So big shout out to the work grind. But I'm sure that she'll see this later and she will probably laugh at the fact that we're watching this one. Hello, Dark Days in Vegas. How are you?
Dark days in Vegas.
When
Nice
we
name.
have
I like that.
celebrities come
Oh,
through
she
and
said
stuff like that, if
You
they
and her
don't
daughter
want to
seem a
be-
lot alike.
We're not allowed to let nobody know that they're here.
Her name's also Amber.
Celebrities?
Wait, like what kind of celebrities?
I am.
Good.
Oh no, you're leaving for work in about 10 minutes. That's fine. I hope you have a nice
And they'll
day at
sleep
work.
and-
Okay,
Come
yeah.
back soon. I wanna see
Come
you.
back soon.
And this is
Come back
the-
soon. I
We'll
wanna see
probably
you.
be done.
at one
What, in
time,
10
this
minutes?
is
No.
this room over here.
She said 10 minutes, right?
Ooh,
Yeah, she said 10 minutes.
You know what?
Yes, I will. Everybody,
Stay here.
write down that you want to check out Paranormal Road Trip, and I will also expand on my list when I come down to Texas. And I would be open to a collab. I'm working on a lot of collabs for the end of this year and for some of next year, so I'm definitely open to that.
This
I
girl
will
went
write down your
upstairs with
information
all
right
the,
now, and I will make
dolls
sure that
I had over
I give you guys a
500.
subscribe on YouTube.
So they come down here
I hope
and they're
I'm-
all sitting in the
Next
floor.
time I'm gonna make
This
another
dog
one of these, I
comes
hope I
right
can
across
create
the
it with you
room
guys.
and just busts.
I love you all.
Oh
They were all crying.
I love people.
Everybody was like,
She is
I swear
built
to
for
God,
TV.
I did not, bring that.
Oh yeah.
So nobody knows.
Yeah,
how to
I
drink it.
really hope that
So
I will
that's
be doing
pretty
these
cool.
every week, if not going live every week.
And
So I will
right
definitely
here,
see you guys
this
a
is
lot
the
more.
guy who
I'm
always gets
definitely
it.
doing an overhaul for my YouTube channel. I want to be a lot more personable and interactive. But I hope you have a wonderful
But
day
that's the
at work,
country
Lauren.
music.
Thank you for joining us.
You're so good to me.
Ghost hunting is on my bucket list. It is easy to do. It's easy to get into. You don't have to have credentials, so it's very, very, very achievable for you.
Lots of them.
Where do you live? You don't have to tell just what state do you live in.
And this is.
I'm leaving for work too.
Oh gosh.
Gotta cut out now. You are so welcome for the shout out, and I will be checking out your channel later. I hope you have a nice day, and I hope you have fun at work. And make sure you guys are subbed to Amber's Paraworld. She's also a great investigator as well.
Oh.
I've sent you a picture on Instagram from the gravesite behind the Conjuring house. I'm gonna look at it right now.
So do you just like dolls, or do you place them in here for?
Nothing here is new. Everything is old.
Oh, there is. Okay, cool.
Secondhand stores and stuff.
Beautiful.
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 This is my grandbaby's.
You have to
little
run
band,
too. Okay.
And he
Thank you
outgrew
so
it.
much, Stevie
He's like
Lynn.
11 now. And he said,
People
I
are
hate to put them
terrible
away. I said,
yesterday.
oh, I'll put them
Oh, I'll
on
Put them on a doll.
Look, ain't that cute?
That's funny.
I hope that's
This doll, I don't
Yeah,
know
if you
what's
guys have to
in
go, I totally
have no
understand.
clue.
Again, we'll be
Okay.
doing these
Now,
a lot.
This man
You're
came
near
up here and
Austin,
he goes,
Texas. I'm sure
"There's
there
a
are a
door
lot
left,
of
and there's a
haunted
door left."
places
And I was
down
like,
that way that you can get into. I have to
"Holy
do
crap."
some research.
We come upstairs.
I haven't been to Texas, so I can't just like rattle
Yeah.
off a bunch off the
and
top
it
of my
said it
head.
needed batteries.
But I will get a hold of
I
you
tore this,
later,
plastic and
or
all
hit me
that
up on
stuff off.
Instagram and ask me that question,
And
so that
this
way
doll,
I can
when I
help
took
you
that
out.
plastic off,
That's a
it
lot of
quit
dolls.
laughing.
That was a lot of dolls. There's a lot of dolls.
Weird.
I know. And I'm like, Donald, where did
We're
you
gonna
get
make
that?
another one.
He said, right here.
GB.
Goodbye. Goodbye, sir.
And I
Goodbye.
don't know where these two
Goodbye.
come from, not a clue.
Do you think people bring dolls when they come here?
They should tell me, shouldn't they?
They should, yeah. But
Yeah, but.
Oh,
look
so
at these two.
this is one of the
How old
owners
and
of the
weird.
school. So she actually
I
said
love
that
them.
she went to this school as a kid. Her
Do
and her
you?
husband did. So that's why they bought
they're
it.
creepy looking.
I know.
Everything's
Tell us
Right.
about the giveaways.
And of
giveaway.
course.
I don't think I have any giveaways going on right now.
He was sitting in someone's
I definitely
car for a
want to
yard
be doing
sale.
giveaways.
And,
I'm
Anyways,
hoping that
they
once the
get
channel
rebusted
gets a little
windows
bit
out.
bigger, I will be doing
thought that was-
constant
Oh my
giveaways.
gosh.
yeah.
But
And she's like,
I'm
"What
not
are you
really making any money right now.
It's
I'm also
not a
not-
real dog.
Working. So
This used to be called the library.
Okay, this area here.
If there was a special needs room.
yeah, so I will definitely be doing giveaways. I'll be doing like signed photos and stuff. I can do those.
My lips are burning.
But I definitely want to be giving away like
Some
equipment and things like that.
backstories.
And investigations where you guys can come and like investigate with me. I'll be doing those soon.
We'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, so she was actually very secretive about the paranormal. When I go in, I tell them, they ask me, how much information do you want? And I say, let's do a little bit of history. And then if you want to share some of the paranormal happenings, feel free to share that. And these people did not want to share any of the paranormal at all.
Now, this right here.
Which is fine,
is hydraulic.
but,
You wouldn't know it by the way it just shut.
Yeah, I was like really confused.
Sabrina's trying to kill us all with the door.
But if you don't shut this good, like see how it is? Now,
Okay,
we'll be
so
down
just
through
gonna
here
try and close
Oh
and it'll slam.
Yeah,
And you're gonna think
Sabrina
that
slammed the
something
door. She didn't mean to.
Oh, there's another.
This is the last investigation that I went on with Sabrina,
And that
and
one
I feel
goes
so
straight to the
sad
bathroom too.
because I.
now work out this new.
This is a really big
She works at
school. I
Disney.
didn't think it was going to be that
But
big.
I tried to take care of it, but.
I
it's
feel
just
so
me.
sad. Oh, it's okay. You're good.
But this room right here will be your favorite room.
This room.
Yeah.
I'm definitely
Okay,
very
this
honest.
room. Don't forget. Bad teachers.
But yeah,
That's what they
Sabrina was my
call
old
it.
camera girl, so
Wait,
if you've
why did your-
actually seen a lot of the older episodes,
Wait, what
she's in them.
happened?
It died.
And you know, we
So
mesh
she has a
together so
brand new
well.
battery.
We have a lot
She's
of the
dead.
same outlook as
Welcome to
far as
Preston.
the paranormal,
There you
so
go.
it's really
Okay.
cool to go with
Now,
her.
right here.
I know that a lot of the times when we hear something, we're usually thinking the same thing, which is really nice
Yeah.
to find somebody who has the same idea as you.
Oh,
So, here's the only story I'm gonna tell you about this one.
Okay.
I just had a perm, and they say don't wash your hair
Yeah.
after you get a perm for
Yeah.
a couple of days. So, they was filming a movie here, and so I sat right here and I'm like, oh, don't get my perm, right? And so they're like, okay. So she's in a chair right
Perm's
there,
something you do to
like
your
a little bitty chair.
Mhm.
And she's like, if anyone's here.
I'm so sorry.
hold on
But
one
I'm
second,
glad
sorry.
that it cut off. If anyone's here, let us know you're here.
Amber, I'm getting sick of this nonsense.
And she was like rude.
This light kept
Rewatch
dying
PARTY.
for no reason.
And she said, shut a locker, open a locker,
Yeah.
make a noise, let me know you're here. All of them lockers started doing like shaking. And I was like, oh my God, what was that?
Thank
She
you so
runs
much,
across
Brian,
in there.
for coming.
She's
I hope you have a nice
she's
day.
holding herself-
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That was the door. That was the door.
But anyway, she runs over there.
We need to go watch
Everybody's running and
Bobby Mack.
screaming. At the time, it didn't.
Yeah, that's
have
a good
no
one,
board up
too.
here,
Okay.
but it was just an open window. And I thought,
It is a
they
good
were
one.
gonna jump out the window because the way they was gathered around.
This light is so dumb.
I told them, I said, I hope that if you guys jump out that window, I'm going out behind you and hope like hell I land on a fat one. I don't know what happened.
I was very
to me. Why
surprised
I
she
would
said
have said such a thing.
Wait, why is it? Oh, I'm sorry.
Anyway, you will love this.
We're struggling.
Yeah, my
I
equipment's
actually
being
really
dumb
liked
right
that
now.
room. So this is also another investigation where we tried out some new
And right here.
new
He's
equipment.
got this up like this, because this just takes you down to our house.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now,
Yeah, they actually took a hallway
It's okay.
and like
Yeah,
blocked it
I
off.
just turned it off and then
redid
turned it back
turned
on,
it
yeah.
into their house.
We need that light though, so they need to stop doing that, please.
see that exit sign?
Yeah.
There is like I don't know what you call it, like a black mass or entity or
Yeah.
I don't know what you call it. But when you're standing here, all of a sudden you can see that sign like blacked out and be like a shadow. Next thing you know, you can't see this far in front of your face. It is like,
Yeah.
it's like.
I was
in your
afraid that
face.
was going to happen
So
to me.
if that happens, just shut your eyes and turn. And
Just
it's
shut your
done.
eyes.
Just shut your eyes and turn.
Yeah, just do this and turn. That way it just don't get near you no more.
The portal
Are you
piece,
struggling?
It's going
like
off.
the portal
I don't know.
device.
It's a brand
I do
new
have a portal
battery.
device
I
now.
don't know. You watched me put it in.
I bought that probably about a month ago, so it's in a lot of my newer episodes.
That type of night. Well, the
If
nice
that's
thing
what
is
you're
I
talking
brought
Yeah, it did
all my
shut.
friends. Yeah.
I'm in the middle of making curtains, which I still haven't gotten done. But, you know, and some lady
Yeah.
tried to help me, and she cut one off.
Yeah, it works with your
That's too
SB7
short,
and you
so,
plug
know.
it in and it
Her
makes the
heart was
sweeping
in the
noise
way.
go down.
And right
a lot.
here, it's been- it's been painted
It's
here.
featured in my Indiana State Sanatorium episode
But-
and the Rhodes
We can
Hotel
see it.
one. There's a couple of
And
them
we
that have it
painted
in there.
around it, painted around it.
I really love it.
And
It
he
works
has
really
to
nice. I
paint
think I spent
Oh,
$350.
that's good.
Every couple of years, I have to paint the gym.
Oh yeah, I really like it.
No, I don't touch it.
Another one we're gonna watch is the Indiana
Must have
State
been some really
Sanatorium
good paint.
episode. That's one of my favorites, and I get a lot of responses with it.
Of
So.
that little girl who fell. I should have said that when we was upstairs.
Oh, it's okay.
Now, up there, remember when I said the
Oh.
horror stories next door?
Yeah.
Okay, she fell from there all the way down here.
Oh my gosh.
She did not die here. You know, she went to the
Yeah.
hospital and everything, and she ended up dying at home.
Okay.
So, I like to get that.
Poor
straight.
gal.
What, I did terrible, didn't I?
You didn't go the right way.
I know.
You start out in the gym and
I know. I said, we'll just go this way.
She didn't really want to
Where I was
do
having that dream.
the tour,
Oh, I
but
just wanted
I
to
think he
Do
convinced
you
her to
remember
do
your
it.
dream at all?
I just remember that there were double doors. Like, you remember how in school, like, to get into the cafeteria, there would always be, like, double doors? I don't know.
She had no clue what I was talking about.
Like, at the school that I went to. And I just remember the door opening and, like, hearing kids talk and a ball rolling out of it, like a red ball. So, but I didn't see double doors here.
That's very specific.
It was very specific, yeah. And I had that dream, like, months ago.
Yeah, I had a dream
Like, before I
months
moved,
ago
right?
Yeah, it was before you
about
moved. It was
having
before you
spirit
went somewhere.
communication at Poasttown
came
Elementary
back from
before
somewhere.
we
I don't
even
remember
thought
now.
about going to Poasttown Elementary.
I just don't remember. Was it Fairfield County Infirmary that, around that time,
It might
that
have
we
been.
filmed that?
Right, that was behind me. And that was out the door. Okay. Well, if you want to communicate, you have to play.
Oh, you enjoyed the restaurant gift card you won a while ago. You are so welcome. Yeah, I haven't done a restaurant gift card giveaway in a while, so maybe I should do one of those
Okay,
soon.
here, let's see. You walk in front of it?
That must have been around Christmas time, I
So that's
think.
how the music box works.
I did like a whole month of giveaways last Christmas, I
Walk
think.
away. So all you have to do is to show us that you're here and set the music box off. All you have to do is just walk in front of it for us. And the camera's gonna catch that for us, okay?
So demanding. So this is before I had a music box and a REM master of my own. So Sabrina, these are brand new to me. I have never used them before. So Sabrina had bought them and we were using them, that they're hers. And I really like them. So I went and bought some. Oh, yeah. It's super annoying when you're at a building and you're doing EVP and all you hear is just cars. It's very frustrating. And for some reason, a lot of these places are really close to highways.
And let's read on the wall.
Here you are, your desk is ready, ma'am.
Please do not go to the TV.
We asked for Sarah
Stop.
to come to principal's office. The spirit box said it was coming. I asked if it was Sarah, and it said I'm David.
So the audio is a little bit different on this one because I'm actually filming on an IR camera. So thankfully my IR camera broke. And I've been filming with my iPhone, which is a little bit different. So back in the day, I used to have to lay my audio on top of the video, which is why sometimes it doesn't match up. But now that I shoot with my iPhone, I don't have to do all that. So it doesn't take me as long to make a video as it does now.
In principal's office, We put down a flashlight and asked it to turn on, and it turned on.
There's a fruit fly in here.
What is your name?
My nails are done in this one.
That way I can get you signed up for class.
So I can do some of the class.
I was pretending to be a principal.
Oh. Mine is a principal.
This gym is so big, and you couldn't even see the whole gym. I felt really bad because the camera reach just wasn't that far.
Are you in this room with us? Can you see us? Just travel. You're orbiting the table. I am.
Can't go stop with nails. I beg to differ. I did this one with nails, and I think I did Hinsdale House with nails.
No, I'm not leaving.
It's just harder to turn on the buttons, that's all.
That was something. It was very faint. Yeah, I heard you'll be able to.
I think we're in the doll room in this.
I think we should take this over to the bad teacher room. I feel like maybe we might get something there.
We said no.
No?
That or the special education classroom.
Yeah.
Sabrina's really good at hearing the spirit box, and I'm not.
I haven't really felt anything either. If anything, that hallway that's
You'll poke an eye out.
next to the bad teacher room or whatever, like maybe something. There's a little bit of like heebie-jeebies. Yeah. Maybe
Yeah, I
something down
remember
there,
that.
But other than that, I haven't.
I
really
was
felt
kind of
anything.
a little bit on edge. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna see this shadow figure in this hallway.
I wonder if, because like residuals kind of like that, like you have to have everything in like the same condition or whatever. Maybe. You want to tell me what you're learning about today? I thought it said something about a fire or to conspire.
Conspire.
Do you want to tell me how old you are?
I always hear run.
You said I'm good. You don't want me teaching you math because I'm really bad at math.
I am really bad at math.
Ask me a different.
Do you want to show me which one?
I'm really glad that I did get the portal device because that sound is so annoying, especially when you're editing and that's all you hear for like hours.
Everybody needs to have their pencils and their paper. So there's a test today.
Sounds like
No fun. I would be a no fun teacher, I think.
So that's not supposed to happen. That's the thing. It's just spiking right now on the rim. It's also 71 degrees up here. Is it? Yes, it is. More than
Oh, it was definitely fun chatting with you. Dark Days in Vegas. I hope you have a nice day if you leave. And I do have a Bobby Mackey's episode if you want to watch that. But yeah.
Was that you? That was that?
Because they don't want to stay forever.
It
That's
sounded
okay.
like you. It did.
You're fine. Oh, you're fine. You're allowed to steal the chat. You can't technically steal it. It doesn't belong to anybody.
Why should I? You want to play a little game with me?
I always see those things where everybody signs at a location, and I've never done it,
Over here.
which kind of
And
sucks.
put your hand near this device over here. So let me know, okay? If I guessed it. Does your name start with an A?
I went through the whole alphabet. I literally went through the whole alphabet. Yes, I did.
R.
Oh, yeah. The bad teacher hallway. There's a bad teacher room.
teacher would be a home.
Yeah.
Special needs room. I wonder how many people.
So this camera actually ended up dying. And I was super excited because the music box did go off in this
River City Park.
when we were in
Supernatural
here. But the
spirit
camera
named
had
Joe
died a
tries to
couple
control
minutes
the
into us
children that are
walking
trapped here
past,
by him.
which was kind of irritating because I got super excited thinking that there was going to be something there, and there
We
wasn't.
found an angle. I also have a phasma box too. Oh, do you want to try that? We can. Okay, sure. We're gonna bust out the phasma box. Laptop now.
So the phasma box is actually an app that you can download, but it has to be on a computer because it needs the space.
Going to turn off the lights and saw a little boy colored and all around.
I don't know exactly what it does, but I thought it was pretty cool. She has this, so I do not have it, so this is the only episode that it's in.
I think I said call him out, but I don't know. I think, we're just calling him, settle down. Who are we calling? More information.
More information.
Let's see how tiny I get. Oh my god.
I'm guessing that this kind of works like the necrophonic app.
Yeah, I think so. Is Joe here? How does it like whisper? Does it do that?
My camera actually died, so that little like bleep noise that you hear, it actually restarts after like a certain amount of time.
Hello? That's definitely a kid.
That was so crazy to me because she did not have the location on the laptop. She didn't have it hooked up to the internet. Like, I don't know how the app could have known that we were
Can I
at
talk to the little kid again,
a
please?
school. We actually left it downstairs while we were taking the tour and doing everything. So I don't know. I thought it was really weird.
So I can answer which one. There's a lot going on. This is really weird. So it normally doesn't. No, it does not. I don't like the whispering either.
The whispering was super creepy.
Do you want to tell me how old you are?
Who cares?
She's doing her
Oh, you're doing your kid's nails.
I want my nails done.
Yeah, she always begs me to do
I'm
her
being
nails.
told that Joe
Can you come to my
is
house?
keeping the kids quiet or something like that. Is that true?
No, still.
Be still.
I'll be like,
That said something true, didn't it? It did. That was. It laughed. You see.
why didn't you pop
Fuck
out?
that. Welcome to Phasma Box. It laughed again. All right, Joe. Are you? Your attention. Yes. You don't really know.
It really felt like there was the main guy, Joe,
You have my attention, and you
and then
can
there
tell
was
me
like a
anything that you
female
need to
there
tell me.
with her, and then there were kids. Yeah, so this camera dies right here. Boo. They don't last forever.
Why do you get so quiet? It's like fucking dead silent.
You're recording?
I am recording stuff, yes.
I'm always recorded.
Yeah.
Those are full ass footsteps.
Yeah, we thought we heard footsteps, and I think at one point we heard the locker moving.
I'd like you to do me a favor. Can you do something for me?
I actually do recommend the Phasma box. I thought it was really fascinating. I just don't have enough space on my computer to download it, and it has to be on a
I'm
computer.
gonna turn this on.
You can't do it on your phone. I'm sorry that you haven't had a paranormal experience yet. Some people have some, and some people don't. I hope that you eventually have one at some point.
Alright. If you can come over to the desk that I'm at, I want you to set this to myself by touching it. to you and make some friends and try to help you if we can.
I think the thing that really solidified the whole thing about there being like this Joe guy and like this female and these kids is having this device go off in front of me.
I know, I grew up between like hearing that and like shuffling and the lockers are making weird noises. And this is just, yeah.
I really do want to get another one.
It's real?
It's real. Let me show.
Well, we know it's real.
I haven't watched this since
and I'm filming this so that
I
we
put
can
this
show
all
other
together.
people it's real. And the best way for you to come help me would be to come over here and set this device off right here.
Yeah. And he said he wanted to show.
Why did it sound like an ovulus? I don't know.
Everything was just going off so fast. It was so confusing.
Because we want to show people. Because people want to know.
Yeah, it
what
is more
happens after
affordable.
you
I
die.
probably should
Do you know that you're dead?
get one.
97.
My friend Sage actually bought a tablet to put it on there.
Definitely not 97. That was a calculation?
It is cool. That's so cool.
That was so clear.
You have a lot that you can't talk about it because they get angry. I'm so
What's your
sorry.
name?
What?
Don't make them angry.
The spirits? I swear I could freak out. I'm gonna end up peeing myself.
Tell them myself. So they're like talking about trying to show me that this is real.
It sounds like there's two adults. So like two adults and then a child. And one's telling a kid you can speak and the other one's saying no.
Yeah, and the other thing that really, really, really solidified this for me is they had a list of things that have happened to previous people, and the
Can we
previous
know the
person
name of the
wrote down
little kid
that
that we're
Joe was
talking
a
to,
spirit
please?
here who was trying to hold back the children and keep the children quiet. And we had said that before we brought the laptop in.
Nicole.
So to have that
If you were
device
asking too, but that's my sister's name.
basically
Really?
just confirming that for
You're
us
not gonna be
is so
happy when
crazy.
when she hears that. When we hear my sister's name, we're done. Or my brother's. Can you give me Nicole's last name? That was not a nice voice. Who are we talking to?
I really want to get a Phasma box and take it back to the Monroe
Are there
house.
two teachers here? Is that the adults that we're hearing? Or teachers?
I think that I would get a lot of communication at the Monroe house. And this is so cool because I had asked them previously to touch that.
If it's a teacher, can you stop touching that, please?
Stop!
It stopped. Can you touch it again? If you're a teacher, can you touch it again? It's simple. It's simple, yeah. Just walk over and touch it.
It's simple.
If you want to, you can shut one of those lockers.
I was fully expecting a locker to just like slam. Because there was a lot that was going on at that per moment. And this is what the Phasmobox app looks like. They made it like steampunk, which I think is really weird.
Are you having fun talking to us? What's up?
Oh! Sarah.
Does it say Sarah? Or you'll set her up? I think it said Sarah.
So Sabrina has a thing
Yeah, something Sarah.
with Sarah from the Madison Seminary house. Now, Sarah was a little girl spirit, and a lot of people believe that she was a demon pretending to be a little girl. And I know Sabrina had a lot of things pop up that involved Sarah, so I know that probably scared her at the moment.
You can touch on some more. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I'm talking to Sarah. I'm actually gonna move it to me so that way it's in the same. That way it's in the same shot. I'm gonna hide behind it.
You love steampunk stuff. I'm not a steampunk fan. I don't know why. I'm just not. I'm like really girly girl, I guess.
Chilling there.
I don't know. Telephones.
Yeah. That's my phone right here. You can also speak into that.
I really like this a lot more than I like Spirit Boxes because I could actually hear what was being said. Whereas Spirit Box,
The music box is going off.
that camera that died had the music box in front of it, and I was really sad to realize that there was no film for that. I was hoping to see a shadow or something. I didn't see anything.
So excited. Is it a fun having spaces? I need one.
Hence why I bought them. There's the music box again. Going off.
Can you stand in front of the music box for like 10 seconds, please?
Yo, Tony Vlogs Adventures. What's up?
Did you say declined or incline? I have no idea. My favorite thing is your camera set up so it's gonna see. It's gonna see that, yeah.
No, it's dead.
What is that noise?
Because that was the hallway that lady was talking about seeing shadows and like dark masses and stuff. There was actually
Like a train right now.
there was a train and it was downpouring really badly, which is why we kept hearing that noise.
The music box. Every time you say it, it stops. I know. I gotta stop saying it. Come on, Amber. Bye-bye. Say it, say what?
Say the music box.
It's always a crazy time when I get with Sabrina. Also, you guys, Sabrina does have her own channel that she's starting.
Stupid.
I think it's called Brina
Unless it just started
Paranormal.
downpouring really badly. And that's what rain sounds like here. I'm sorry.
It was both.
There was like a noise that was like not music box or something out there.
Out your window.
The audio. Interesting. Yes, it's all very interesting.
And that's when Sabrina got up to check and we realized it was a train. So I turned it off because I didn't want the train contaminating anything. And we also sat for another couple minutes and I don't think we really got anything on that Phasma box, which I thought was pretty cool. But yeah, I love investigating with Sabrina. It's kind of sad that she moved, but we have been talking about getting together and doing something else.
I honestly wasn't recording. I just stopped recording. It may be about on your camera, but like it shouldn't be doing that either.
Oh, this is the Monroe house.
At Whisper Estate?
This is not Whisper's estate. This is the Monroe house.
Dang! My turn.
This is the scary one that I did. This is the one that scared me the most. And I think it's just because I underestimated it severely. It didn't help that when I got the tour guide was kind of sneaking around. You'll be able to see it. And we did talk off camera, and he told me a lot of scary stories. Yeah, and so he can't stay in the home for more than short periods of time because it bothers him too badly.
We just started a remodel. It's going to be dedicated to the art or the science of the city.
I miss Eddie.
When we started working on this is when the last guy I was telling you about had some issues. And if you're here by yourself and walk past here, it looks like somebody's in here.
In this one, yeah, okay.
It's really nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was one of the rooms I had trouble with, so it's probably the one I just warned you, just keep an eye out. It looked like a man to me.
I felt really, really bad for Eddie.
I don't know if we're helping it with the construction and bringing stuff in here, on the occult and stuff.
Right.
But, yeah, this is one to check out, and all the windows, if you notice, are blocked out.
Yes.
That's not for the investigators. That's to keep the people from looking in.
Yeah.
The police, because in the past they would think they'd see somebody in the house, and they're just helping them.
Right.
So they would call the police thinking somebody broke in.
Yeah, he said that happened a lot.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't believe you're doing this all by yourself.
Yeah.
It's just
He made me so nervous when he would say that. He said it so many times too.
Keep an eye out on the porch if you can too. I had some people that weren't ghost hunters.
Yeah, just look at how he's like peeking around
So they
corners.
kept seeing somebody in there too, kind of like in there.
Okay.
And just thought, let you know. That's why I put the curtains up if you can see too.
Yeah, I can see him.
Yeah, and sorry. But
Eddie is a good
You'll hear
guy.
a lot
Seemed
of
very
voices
concerned
in
about
this
you being
section.
by. He did.
and
That
it
made me
does
really,
sound
really nervous.
like,
Nobody ever
conversation.
cares that I'm by myself,
So just
but
one
Eddie
moment.
really, really did.
I
And
won't
he talks
elaborate
about
on
it later on, and that's what
word
really scared
comments,
me.
But the conversation is bizarre. And if you get lucky and you hear that tonight, please let me know. We were working in that room, we just came out of it. Me and another guy, it sounded like people were whispering. I mean, not at a distance, not outside, like within a few feet. And we've had people say they hear it in here, but I won't say any more on it. Just see what you think the conversation is. Okay. It will be, if you hear it, it'll be alarming.
Yes.
So, okay. You don't want me to say, I'll give you a hint on what.
Is it chanting?
How did you know?
How did you know? Also, by the way, I found this place because the Monroe House was actually featured on
I just
Paranormal
assumed
Lockdown.
because
This was the, if you guys watched Paranormal Lockdown, it's with Nick Ruff and Christina Weidman. This is the one that has the crawl space underneath, and Nick Ruff actually found human remains in the crawl space. So that's,
Good observation.
Yeah,
so that's how I found this
some sort of
place here,
chanting.
is
I don't
from
know
Paranormal
what it
Lockdown.
was. It's, you'll hear stuff like a chatter, and it's like they're going into some kind of a song or something like that. Oh God, that's not good. That'll make you grab your saws and leave immediately. Okay, we'll sneak around.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Wait, you're getting cat hair everywhere.
This room has been really problematic. I mean, really an issue.
So
Now,
this
is this
kitchen
how
is
the
where I
duplex-
had my static
is it
camera.
No, originally it was not. And then later it was turned into a boarding house.
Okay.
And this was a long time ago. But yes, to answer your question in a nutshell, later on it became one. And yeah, there's.
He made me so nervous when he would do that.
Yes.
Also, you guys, I have a very, very in-depth interview with Eddie about the history of the home, and surprisingly, it's connected to
the rest of the house.
Yeah, this room.
Back on this side.
people
My
being
camera's
buried
not-
out in the yard, to possible cursed grounds,
Oh, there we go, I
to
got
You got it. I think
serial
your
killer
equipment
who
does
possibly
something
could have
funny.
stashed his stuff in this crawl
Like,
space.
you know, I don't go sign, I don't
It's
do
connected
any
to a
of that.
lot of bad
But when
things.
we're working on
I'm not going to play that
equipment,
one in this
just
one, but if you guys
recently
want to
it
watch
happened.
it, it's called Everything You Need to
My
Know About
lights
the Monroe
went out
House.
for a second, came on. It was in the other room.
Oh, yeah.
And no big deal. It could have been a glitch outside, but all of us kind of got to, we got to go. It's coming.
Yeah.
You know, What later dawned on me was I had a flashlight, a big one.
Oh, yeah.
Not flashlight, battery powered light. And that went off with the plug-in light because the room went dark for a second. That was alarming. So, and the reason I know that was when we were leaving, I pulled the light that was powered by the outlet. That room was still lit up.
Oh.
And I was like, oh my God. So, and yeah, back to this room, there was a tragedy in here. You probably know a little bit about that.
I think he assumed that I knew some about the house, when in reality I knew like nothing.
Bad issues.
Yeah.
How's that? And then we got this room here recently. You probably heard the chatter, the complaints on this room here. Part of the prop. That was from a Halloween thing.
Oh.
I think in the interview he did say that somebody did have a natural death in this blue room here, but he said he said it was kind of abnormal because they couldn't really rule out how the person died, because the person actually was wasn't elderly and they didn't have any lying underlying conditions or anything like that, so they couldn't really rule out how they died. Is this the demon house that Zach Baggins did? No, the demon house that Zach Baggins did is in Gary, Indiana. I would love to go to it, but they actually tore it down, so it's no longer a thing.
I was in here about 3 years ago working on that sump pump, and I felt something touch the back of my neck. Not a scratch like you see on TV. It never did that. It felt like, now I'm not saying this, it really felt like 3 long fingernails gently picking something off my neck. Like I had some. And I jumped thinking it was a wire.
What? Right.
Yeah, and I've done that 100 times. I know there wasn't a wire hanging there. And I was by myself. And
this basement is very creepy.
Man,
yeah.
I had to get a bead on things just to get up and get out. That it was gentle, but it had pressure. Just like a quick, didn't leave a mark.
Also, Eddie himself is not a believer in the paranormal.
What was that?
I know.
I think he said that his dad is a scientist.
Oh, it was bad. That's the only time it's happened. I've been in here hundreds of times. And that caught me off guard so bad. So now I'm always on edge.
Yeah.
So the crawl space that Nick Groff was in is actually at the top of this brick here, but it was behind
here for a little bit. I'm a little bit more
and if you notice that I'm actually pretty short compared to the crawl space
if you're
itself.
In here and you feel a change, I hear people say that.
Yeah.
They're comfortable, and all of a sudden it goes not comfortable.
Not comfortable.
Yeah. Okay, sorry.
It's okay.
Jumping on things change sometimes.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell that you're very reluctant to.
Well.
Oh, dolls.
Yeah, the dolls. They started bringing dolls in here a while back.
Some people do that. They bring dolls in, and sometimes they bring money, or you know.
There was probably, it's a high probability there was a suicide in here. And it was in this room based on what we can figure out. And she probably hung herself.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah.
You know, it really makes me wonder if it was the house
and I think they confused it with the child's room. Or it's either a Google Earth photograph that was taken in the.
I want to say that I have that suspicion that it was the house, but I don't.
But anyways,
obviously I can't.
As they pass by, it does look like a woman in the room.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
I tried to find that picture. He's saying that when Google when Google Maps did the satellite images from their
how would you know? Okay, so if you
they
look
had
on
an
Google
image of the
Earth,
house and there was a female standing in the window.
Okay, so not
they said at the time nobody was renting the house, so
I think somebody still got it. They said.
Okay.
He said that he thinks they took it down, but he doesn't know. I tried finding it, I couldn't find it.
What they're seeing on that. But this room, as you can see, they really gravitate toward this room. And
I honestly don't even think I went upstairs.
It wasn't downstairs.
It was very,
maybe a little bit.
Very heavy.
Based on what I'm being told was up here. And one of the individuals did reach out to us a few years ago and apologize.
Yeah.
I think this individual felt they were the cause of all
of everything.
but
Yeah.
the guy didn't know the history. He just thought, he heard from the time they were here and all the bad stuff. And just real apologetic. Thought they done something and let something loose.
Yeah. Yeah, that might, sometimes that's not overly your intention.
Well, I think.
Knowing what I know about the Monroe house now,
Everybody says, oh, this was in the 90s.
do I think it was the rituals that did something? No. No, I think whatever was there has been there for a really, really long time. If anything, the rituals gave it energy, but I definitely do feel like it was connected to the land from a long time ago before the house was even built. I think it was just
like, who's that lady?
the house is just in the right spot at the right time, and that's what happened. I don't think that the rituals sparked anything.
In that room too, yeah.
And he was saying that a lot of the things, a lot of the burials and things, that all took place prior to the house being built. So I think that's why I lean towards that way.
Sitting right there. Not out of the corner of my eyes. It was a figure. And then they photographed what I was talking about, which right about where you were standing.
Right here.
But they were all the way back here. And it did look like a person standing there.
Okay.
Transparent. Yeah, you can see right. It's going to be hard with all the weird stuff that goes on, and the way out
Hello,
is
Adam.
a lot longer.
Hi.
Yeah.
So,
We're just
and
rewatching
last
some of my
time,
favorite
I thought
episodes. This is definitely my favorite episode because this is the
Seeing
episode that
Brother
basically
Mac
scared the
and
shit out of me.
I'm too old to go back.
Yeah.
Free to watch it with us.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bit more difficult.
Man, it's going to be tough. I know I missed out on something that you may want to know. I just keep thinking of it.
That's okay.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
You did great.
Okay. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you did good.
Will
Thank
you be careful?
Yes, I will be careful.
Thank you.
Yeah, he gave me his phone number. He was like, please text me when you get home.
Nobody coming in. And sometimes you'll set stuff up and it stays that way for weeks. Then you'll come back in and then it gets all moved around. And with you here, it's, with two, it's okay.
Yeah.
By yourself, it really.
Yeah, it messes with your head.
It
Really.
does. It really does. I'm going to set more cameras up and see if I can. We had cameras in here one time.
Oh, did you?
So at this point, we're kind of just talking. He's not really doing a tour, and I happen to be
No.
filming.
Like that at all.
Is it because you were seeing stuff that she didn't like, or?
On rare occasions, the camera would notify us there's an intruder.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it was like an alarm kind of system,
It was.
kind of thing.
And then I'd get on the camera and there's nothing there and it's filming something.
I
And
can
that's
imagine
how it
how
moved.
that would make somebody
And I
feel.
thought maybe we bumped it, but when you touch it, it sets off the system.
Yeah.
I don't know, just bizarre things like that.
Hmm.
And it's scary. Oh, we had the camera system systematically go off one night, and I was convinced I was an intruder.
Yeah.
And camera one says, hey, we're getting ready to record, we got something. Camera two comes on, says, we got something, we're good. Camera three comes on, it's like, we got somebody that just did
That,
around.
yeah.
And there's nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I thought I heard like a moan for a second.
So he did tell me
did you hear it
that
too, or was
there
that
was
just
this
me?
one night at 3 o'clock in the
You
morning.
didn't
He
hear
got a
it.
call from
I
the
thought-
police
I thought I heard
department
something.
because the
Yeah,
neighbors were
just now.
complaining that there was a
That's what I told
lady in the building
I wish some guys, I
screaming,
know
like
you-
screaming
you
like she was
investigate, you
dying.
hear stories, but
And the
I
police
had
department was like, you need to
something
let us get into this house. If you can't make it here in the next couple minutes, we're gonna break down the
Oh,
door.
yeah.
You know, everybody thinks,
And
well, that's outside.
He
No,
was like, of course,
if
break
you're-
it down, do what you need
if
to help
me
this
or
lady
hear-
out.
hear
And they
something
said she was
whisper
screaming
and
really,
scream
really
and
badly. So they
see,
go in, the screaming stops,
that's an
and they
issue.
cannot find
That's an
anybody.
issue.
Now,
Acoustically
unfortunately,
came from the
I did
screen.
not
They
get that
disappeared.
story
A
on
lot of the
camera
times
because
you
that
can
was
tell the
something
difference,
that we
too.
did. That was
Yeah,
something we talked
when you've
about
been doing it for so
prior
long too,
to me
you'll be
filming,
like,
but I thought that was
What's
so
about
crazy.
it was he jumped.
Oh,
I thought
yeah.
it was his phone. I thought something was going on with his phone, and he started.
Hey, Silent Hunter. Yeah, we're still
And
watching.
I heard it. It sounded like a woman screaming. That, like you turn the volume down.
Oh, yeah.
And screaming hysterically. And I kind of just started leaning, look behind him. What was your phone doing?
I'm like, what is it? Yeah.
And he's jumping, smacking his ear, saying, "Oh my God, a woman just screamed in my ear."
And
I
I
was
heard
really-
that too. That's crazy.
I was like, oh my God, I'm going to hear
Yeah.
some woman
Yeah, well,
scream
she was
tonight.
here. He could tell you about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, stuff like that. So, man, good luck tonight.
Yes. And I'll definitely text you and let you know. Yeah.
Please let me know that you made it okay. That
Yes.
you got home okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because we've had a lot of accidents. Oh my God. People leaving here or coming to here. I reached
Really?
out to, yes, I reached out to other people that own places like this.
Have you
Yeah.
ever
Say,
looked
"Hey,
back
is this
at the
common? Are they
Ouija
just
table
tired? Should I
to
do
see if it
something
moved
different?"
around?
I
No,
don't
I
think
didn't go
that it's very
upstairs.
common.
No,
I didn't go
it's
upstairs.
not.
I didn't go downstairs. I
You know what's
literally
really
stayed on the
weird?
main floor
I
because
thought about that on
I
the way
could
here
not bring
too.
myself to go
Because
upstairs.
so I'm a really, really big fan
This
of
is
Bobby
one of the ones
Mackey's.
that I did alone.
I've never been to Bobby Mackey's, But now that I live
I'd say-
close, I want to go, but I don't want to go by myself.
I only had experience
And
doing
I
like maybe
remember
2
watching
or
the
3
episode
places
for- I
solo.
think it was Ghost
So
Adventures.
I was really,
and they
really
wanted to bring a
scared to
priest
go
in, and he got into a
upstairs.
car
The
accident
upstairs
on the way
is so
there.
much heavier than the
Like a
downstairs.
really
So
bad
I was
one.
like,
And
I'm
I
just
was
gonna
thinking-
stay where I'm comfortable
Yeah,
and see
and
where
I was
I can
thinking
go
like
from
that's
there.
really weird. And I was
And
like,
it just
'cause
it never happened.
I was
ended up
talking to my
leaving.
friend about this place earlier today, and I was like, yeah, I hear it's really negative. And I was like, I've never really done too negative of things. And
Oh,
now
I
I was
have
kind of
done
thinking
Bobby
about on the
Mackey
way
since I'm
here
talking about Bobby Mackey.
about that. So
Yeah.
that's, yeah.
I don't like to use the word negative because I own the place.
Right.
But at the same time, it's not happy. It's just not
Yeah.
the stuff. I'd rather people say, yeah, we got some weird stuff, we gotta get that and leave. But then
Yeah.
it's like, no, they didn't make it home, they were in an accident. They didn't make it here, they were in an accident. Okay, coincidence? 6, 7, 8 times.
Yeah, I know, that's really weird.
I think
Oh,
not.
One last thing, I want to let you go, the attachment things, I said that wasn't real, that's gotta be psychological, like I said about the scratching thing.
Mhm.
And I told my wife that because she was getting nervous, because she handles the communications.
Oh, yeah.
That people are saying, whoa, we left your place, now I've got problems at my house, is this common? And then she's getting worried because I come in and she doesn't come in anymore.
Oh, really?
No, she hasn't been in here in a long
Hmm.
time.
Yeah, I have yet to meet his
And,
wife. I'm sure she's a lovely person.
I told her.
I think I've talked to her through Facebook.
Not real, not bashing anybody that says.
Right.
And I'll be damned if I was doing paperwork in our house. This has been a couple of years ago, and I thought I heard her come in to the house. And I got up, the cats reacted.
Yeah.
I ran out like they normally do. She just got off work, so I jogged on in there to see, say hi. She wasn't there. And I looked out in the driveway, and the car's not there, and I thought, uh-oh.
She's not even home, yeah.
Loud. And my house don't make sounds. I didn't see anything. I didn't want to alarm her. I'll figure this out. And then she said she
I'll
thought
drop a
she heard me
DM when I
coming
watch the
maybe 2 weeks
rerun.
later.
Okay,
Or
go
screaming
ahead.
around the
Yeah.
house.
Have a nice day
And
at
she
work.
said she's terrified.
Or night, whatever
I wasn't
time it is
at
for
the
you.
house.
Oh my
I wasn't
gosh,
at
yeah.
home. And she went to bed early one night, and this all happened within a 3-week
What are you
span.
doing?
And I heard the loudest commotion upstairs, furniture-like sounds, and I jumped up real quick like, what is going on?
Yeah.
But I froze because I thought she heard it. Now,
Yeah,
the kids are
see
afraid.
You were waiting to see,
better.
yeah.
She didn't. So I snuck upstairs.
You were like, let's go see what's.
Yeah, I checked, nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing was out of place. I don't know what I heard, but it was not so. It wasn't.
Right.
It was something moved and was being shoved around. I see nothing out of place. It did, whatever it was disappeared. So as far as
This
me
is
being
the
an idiot and
Monroe
saying those
house, so
things,
this
I
is
need to
in-
watch what I say when I don't know what I'm talking about.
Right.
I guess, so that never happened.
Hartford City, Indiana.
Yeah, I think it just wanted to prove that, hey, I could if I wanted to.
Yeah, I hope
Yeah.
so. I got another explanation from 2. You've probably seen them. I don't know about psychics, but they said, oh no, it was looking for vulnerability.
They do that sometimes
And
too.
I said, oh, thanks.
Thanks,
So it was
yeah.
something ugly at my house looking for a weakness to get in me.
Right.
Yeah,
A
the
lot of
Monroe
the
house is
times
also
they'll
known
try to
as the
seek,
demon house.
some
I don't
sort of
know who gave it
negativity.
that name.
Yeah,
I think
that's what it was.
And they
investigators
feed
gave
off
it that name.
because that's what happened with
I
my
can't really
attachment.
confirm that there's a
Oh,
demon
wow.
there.
Yeah. And I
in my
was so
mind,
terrified
I'm
of
not
it
sure.
that it just kept feeding it to the point where it was saying my name, it was breathing on me, and
That would be too
Yeah.
much for me.
and it was very scary, and it just kept happening because I was so scared of it, and it would like, and I was also going through a lot of things. I was in high school, and I had
So it's trying to take advantage
Yeah.
of the situation.
and I had a boyfriend that I didn't want to be with. He was very verbally abusive,
So dramatic.
and
So
it just
dramatic.
So
kept,
using it.
yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah, and I had to get rid of that.
Be careful in here.
Yes.
That's a problem. I don't know what it is. Like I said, I'm not into this. It's all, I can take a guess, but that's what
I was gonna say, was that your foot?
Yes, it was.
That's what I thought.
I'm going to say it was. But yeah, just be careful. I
Yes.
don't know.
So by this point, I'm already
Yeah, I'll
freaking
definitely
out
text you. I'll
because
let
he's
you know.
telling me to
And
be
on a side note, I
careful.
had a guy come here, don't know who he was. He just seen it on TV, wanted to take a walk around. I said, sure. I was here.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, walk
He
around.
walked around, left, and he got a hold of me a few days later and said, he thanked me. He said, no, your house isn't evil. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And he says, long story short, he says he has a depression issue all his life, and that he was suicidal, and he was okay. He said he had it under control.
Yeah.
That he was constantly being pushed. He said, and he was trying to explain to me about that because he was seeing doctors on it.
Yeah.
And he said after he walked through here, gone.
Really?
Yeah. He said whatever was here took it away.
Took it away.
No. Whatever was here, whatever was stuck with him, decided to
come
stay.
here. Yeah.
That bothered me. I was like happy for him, but I sat
I think
there
when I did an interview with
You were
Eddie,
like,
and I
I
think
can't
in that
believe you
interview
did
he was
that.
saying
Yeah,
that the house is basically like a
Place
black
is a
hole, and
black
it just
hole.
like sucks all this
Anything
like energy
negative.
from you.
likes it.
Yeah.
And stays. So be careful
Yeah.
tonight.
I'll be careful.
We will start the
It's okay.
investigation here in
It's
a
just
minute.
little kid running around. I hope it's not a little kid.
That'd be probably even creepier.
Yeah, I don't even want to think of a child being lost in here.
No.
There's no lost child.
There's no
Good luck tonight. Thank you.
Yes.
for coming.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Let me know when you make it home too.
Yes.
So,
I'll let you know.
okay.
Okay, so now I'm by myself. Eddie has left the house. Eddie lives about an hour away from this location. So he actually bought this house as a flip.
Okay, hold on. Alright, so I'm just about to do stuff in the blue room. And carry some stuff out this way, I think.
This is your favorite?
It's the ghost on cam.
It's the ghost on cam. I don't know. I really don't know what it is.
Julie even played it back a couple of times.
I have played it back quite a bit of times. I'm not exactly sure. I've put it up on TikTok, and I'm trying to get I've put it up on Reddit, trying to get different explanations, and I'm just not too certain. I'm kind of halfway between. I'm thinking somehow I've made this shadow, but I'm not. I don't know.
Because they're just the ghost.
This is back in Spirit Box days. I would really like to try out the portal device at this location. I do think I'm going to go back to it. Maybe I could do a Halloween special at this location. There's an up the nose shot. Up the nose. Demon. So it's actually pretty common to hear demon a lot. Sometimes they do that just to kind of intimidate you. Yeah, I'm a little indecisive on whether or not it's my shadow. I'm not too sure. When I do go back to the Monroe house, I will try to debunk that. Because it's real. What are you doing?
Oh, I thought you were recording that.
I'm not recording. Well, I am. Yeah, people can see me in this little box. They can see you creepily looking in.
Yeah.
We're just watching and reacting, and then there are people on the side that are chatting.
Oh, so you're live?
Yes. What time did I start the investigation? This one, I don't overly remember. I know I didn't stay for very long. I want to say I started at maybe 8. I don't know. The lighting wasn't consistent with that shadow and you walking into that room. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I was kind of thinking. That's why I'm a little torn. I also don't like putting a label on things. I don't like saying that it's this or saying that it's that. I want people to kind of have their own opinion. I I know that, like, for me, when I watch Ghost Adventures, I get irritated that it has to be paranormal. They always say, oh, it's the spirit of so-and-so or whatever, and I try not to push that. I try to let people just come up with their own thing.
It's not like orange out of the corner of my eye. I don't know.
Guy in door. Yes. Hello to the guy in the doorway. That's my boyfriend. He was asking if I was live and he didn't understand the concept of what I'm doing. He just got home from work.
Guy in the way. Guy in the way.
I think he's in the bathroom. Oh, here's me.
At this point, I'm slightly concerned for my safety.
Upsetting spaghetti.
So I don't know how much longer I can stay.
Stay for at least 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes, please. And then you can leave freely. That will kill you instantly.
I am slightly getting like headaches.
Okay.
I think you could just see the growing concern on my face.
While I'm inside.
And you know what? And the funny thing is, like, nothing major has actually happened yet. I just feel really, really uneasy at this point. And it's hard.
Anyway.
It's hard to explain.
I'm just trying to be really careful, trying to be really safe.
Okay, go ahead.
But when you don't know, I mean, there's no right or wrong way to do anything, and you don't know where that line is, it becomes a concern. And I'm very concerned about.
Evidently, I was very concerned.
I can see why Eddie is so hesitant to just walk around.
Yeah.
You know, at first, it was kind of like, that's really weird. But I get it.
I think I even got to the point where I was
Really
looking through doors and, like, peeking like Eddie was.
At this time, I leave my audio recorder in the living room and I retreat to the little entryway and I just sit down and I'm trying to kind of just leave the area and see if we can catch that chanting noise. Some things happened while I was sitting down and I don't know if I'll ever be able to explain what happened, but I'm going to try to do my best to explain that to you.
It's really hard to explain.
I was sitting in the chair for probably about 10 to 15 minutes. And as I'm sitting down, I'm starting to become tired and then I become a little disoriented. And at one point, I think I thought that somebody touched my hair. So as I'm sitting there, I'm starting to become overwhelmed by these feelings of depression and shame, guilt, sorrow. Now, anybody that knows me knows that these are not feelings that I feel on a normal basis.
Oh, no, I'd like never
They're
feel
not
those feelings.
normal for me at all. And I'm so overwhelmed by the feeling that at one point I was about to cry. And
I think I cried in the car on the way home.
I think in my head I thought that it was possible that it could be some sort of attachment influencing the way that I was feeling at the time. Having come home and gone over the evidence, I kind of wonder if maybe the possible female who committed suicide in the upstairs bedroom was making me feel those feelings as a warning to get me to leave.
Yeah.
I think that's, after everything that I've seen and stuff like that,
I still agree with
that's
that.
more of what happened. Also, I mean, maybe it is. Maybe it was trying to attach itself to me. I don't know. But
if I went through that in a short
is
span
in
of
that
being,
house
like a short amount of time of
harmful
being there, I
and
can't
it's
imagine what the lady
And I
who
don't
used
think
to
it wants
live
to
there
be
felt
bothered.
like.
So by the time I was done sitting in that chair, after I had been washed over with all of these emotions, I kind of just went, that's my cue to kind of leave. You know, I don't want to get anything worse than that. I know that things can happen. So
I felt very defeated. I've never left any investigation ever. I felt so bad for leaving, but honestly, I think it was the best choice to leave. Those ones are very hard to hear.
It's probably the first time I've ever had to just walk out of an investigation.
I like this is my favorite one.
This is your favorite one?
Yeah.
This is the scariest one.
That's why I like. Whenever there has to be something like a scary movie or something like that.
I know, but you can't control
what's
that.
going on.
I'm good. I hope it doesn't get torn out.
And also, there's multiple flies in my car. Look at this. Where did they go? Am I going crazy? Oh.
No.
Do I ever have flies in my car, child?
No.
I don't.
Yeah,
I just seen like
exactly.
3. Yeah.
Well, is that your
I don't know why there's flies
No,
in my car.
the car that I have now. I thought maybe the window was open, so I checked it. It was really strange to have flies in my car. I also talked to Eddie about it, and Eddie did say that there was one summer where there was thousands of flies, like in the middle of the house in this one particular room. And he said he has no clue how
I don't know
that
if
many
they
flies got in. So
want to talk about it while I'm still sitting here.
Maybe a ghost had a dead body.
I left this location super early, and
I'm slightly worried about going home. Eric and I were talking about how sometimes
I don't know why I said Eric. His name is obviously Eddie.
And then they go home and they get into car accidents.
That's how disoriented I am.
We were talking about that energy shift, and there was a major energy shift right towards the middle there, and I tried to stick it out, but it just takes. I know it's hard to explain because I'm on camera and you can't feel what I'm feeling, but it just takes so much of the energy that you have.
I try explaining
and knowing what I know about how it can kind of manipulate the things around you. The last thing I want to do is get into an accident because I overstayed my welcome. I want to be here, but I think for my safety, I can't be here. And that's probably the first time I've ever decided that I can't stay.
It's the first and only time I've never ever left another location. That makes me sad. I was super excited about that one too.
There was just like zoning out, and I was just...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I cried on the way home from that one.
I was confused. I didn't know what was happening, but I was just sitting there. There wasn't anything going on.
Yeah, I left that investigation in such a hurry that I actually left my flashlight on the table in the seance room.
I hope these flies will leave my car.
And I texted Eddie. I asked him to grab it for me. He said he couldn't find it. He said he'll eventually find it. A couple weeks go by, and we were actually doing in the interview that I have with Eddie the Everything You Need to Know.
That is so awesome.
About the Monroe house. He asked me how I got in the crawl space.
Oh yeah. See,
and I was like, I didn't go in the crawl space. You can see the fear on his face. And we did have to confirm with another person that my flashlight was found in the sealed crawl space. So if you want to see that, that is the Everything You Need to Know about the Monroe house investigation, which is super crazy. And that's just history on the Monroe house and why it seems so evil and all that stuff. So I would definitely highly suggest watching that one. We did have activity at the end, but that one is like a solid hour if you want to watch it. This is the Indiana State Sanatorium one. I picked this one because I thought it was super cool how big the place was. I've never done a place like this big, besides Trans-Allegheny, but there were so many people there.
They were looking for someplace rural because tuberculosis was contagious. They looked something with a south face.
Oh, he also said that he was painting.
Good airflow.
I caught him in the middle of painting.
All around the state, and they settled here.
It's creepy. Stay safe, Beth. Yep. Yeah, it was super creepy. I do want to go back, but I feel like that's one that you can't do by yourself. Yes, crazy indeed, Adam. Pedro, have a good night, and you shall see me next time. And this is the last one that we are going to watch tonight. And then I have to eat.
In about 1907, they picked the site. They claimed several of the pieces through eminent domain, and they started construction in 1908. So the hospital was here. The tuberculosis hospital was here, and it was known as the Indiana State Sanatorium. from 1908 to 1968. 1968, or the late 50s, they cured tuberculosis. And for a while, the hospital became
No, you're not gonna
a
make this
hospital for chest diseases, but they realized they didn't need a massive campus out in the middle of nowhere
Yeah, I can let you know when the
for
door's open.
chest diseases. And so
This tour took so long because we walked the entire
$several million building
thing,
kind of a
and it literally
state-of-the-art, nursing home.
walking from where they're at to walking to where you'll be investigating. It was literally like 20 minutes, maybe like 15, but I was like, damn, that's kind of a far away. Especially because that was the only working bathroom. So if you had to go to the bathroom, you had to walk that far. So,
they got everybody, they hired 150 staff.
hey Lillian, aka Froggy. Well, Miss Froggy, how are you? You are good at what you do. Thank you so much. I love what I do. I really do. I love doing this. I really hope that I can carry this long into the future and that I can make a career out of it. For now, it's just a hobby, but I hope to be doing stuff soon. So share it with your friends, share the page, share the goodness. Because once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I will actually be doing a tour where you guys can come and investigate with me on location, which I'm super excited about. So yeah, so help me hit 1,000. 1K is Amber.
Yeah, we'll do it.
And the county was like, you didn't say you're opening a mental hospital. And so there was several years of lawsuits and anger because
they paid for something different.
They expected something different. And so it got off to a bad start.
I am very good. I'm just having fun rewatching these because these are my favorites.
It was kind of a place of hope.
And we should be doing rewatch parties once a week, maybe every Thursday. It's Thursday today, right? I don't know.
Unfortunately,
I was actually really sick this past like week or so, so I don't. But yeah. Hello, Seth. How are you?
And if someone lives for 4, 5, 10,
for you.
years
Hot.
Oh yeah.
that doesn't become available. Initially,
Stop jumping around.
mortality rate the first
I don't know what to tell you. You gotta wait till Jimmy's done.
Everybody would die in the first year. But after, excuse me, after 5 or 6 years of being open, they got the annual mortality rate down to about 10%.
Okay.
And so it was very successful.
You can come investigate with me.
Accomplished what they had hoped that it would accomplish.
Yeah, I will definitely be opening those up to the public. I actually do think Indiana State Sanatorium, the one that we're watching now, is one that I will be doing. So I'm going to sleep. A big warm hug for you. Hug. A big warm hug. Have a good night.
And all
you can keep this on while you fall asleep if you want.
They were like,
you don't have to.
Wait a second, these children are feral. And so
yeah, so he's just talking about how the community basically they were fighting tuberculosis. So basically they built this out in the middle of freaking nowhere.
Basically took their beds out of their rooms.
And they basically made a self-sustaining community. And they had their own nursing home, they had their own little hospital, they had living quarters for the doctors, they had all sorts of stuff. They had the school. Now the school had been torn down.
Yeah.
We will walk over where the school used to be. They supplied their own power. They had a dairy place where they grew their own crops. They had a whole sustaining community. They really did.
Oh, cool.
I'd also love to explore with you. I understand that you're in Texas.
Right in this little area over here.
Is everybody so far away from me? I do travel, but it has to be within my schedule. Basically, I have 2 kids, so it can be a little bit difficult to do that. But I hope to make it out to Texas soon. There are a lot of haunts in Texas, especially like Comanche Bridge and stuff.
Greenhouses, they had a dairy. They had everything out here.
Me with my camera skills and my finger over the lens. I'm good at that.
Own covered bridge on site to haul coal from the railhead that was about 2 miles away, and so 3 or 4 coal trucks a day would drive up here.
Oh wow! So they really did have like almost everything that you could. Think of.
So this location itself, like I said earlier, I pay for every location that I go to. I think this one was
you can see it in the dark.
$400 or $500. I think it was $500 for this one. So instead of paying $500 to go by myself, this place was actually really big, and I got invited to go with another group, and it was only $100 each. So
we're
there
in the
will be another
process
group
of
on
doing
there.
a full restoration
Right.
of the site.
Oh, it's 12
So we're
a.m. If you have to go to
restoring all
bed,
of the
go to
buildings
bed,
that are
man.
still standing.
Nice.
I stay up a
The
lot
first building
sometimes
that
too
we see
because I'm
coming
used to
around the corner up
investigating.
here
So like I'll be up
is going
till like
to
1 or
be
something.
the
You're down in Galveston. I've actually never been to Texas at all.
During the tuberculosis era. It's where the nurses
right,
and
Beth.
doctors live. It's where
Have a
they
good
have their
night.
exam
I'll see you
rooms.
later.
And off of that building came 2 wards, the men's ward and the women's ward. Each about 100 beds. There was no hallways.
They're
They were
still- the
all
door's still going on.
south-facing, big screen porches. And so probably 9-10 months of the year, every morning they would wheel the patients out into the fresh air and sunshine.
Oh.
The nice March fresh air and sunshine.
Yeah, if you guys remember,
almost 40
they
degrees,
really thought
but
that back in the day that
better
the way to
than
cure
being,
tuberculosis
sunshine
was
really disinfects.
sunshine.
Right.
So there's, like I said, there's tunnels you can explore.
This place
one of
is
the really
huge.
unique things about the Indiana State Sanatorium is really has 3 eras of what a hospital would be. It has the tuberculosis hospital, 1908. It looks like a grand hotel, 12-foot ceilings, big double staircases, just beautiful architecture. Then you have like the 1980s nursing home. Wide hallways, handrails, off pink walls.
Yeah, they always seem to have that.
And then you have the 5-story, which was the mental hospital, and it's very one flew over the cuckoo's nest. Very narrow hallways,
Really?
tiny nurses' stations.
No, that's that really big one, right? Like
Yes.
it's the 5. Is it
We
5
call
or is it 4?
We call it 5-story because it's 5-story stuff.
Okay.
It was originally a dormitory for tuberculosis staff, but it was in really pretty good shape after the abandonment of the state, and so they were going to put what's it called? Assisted living. I mentioned that a little bit earlier. Where we're walking right now, there was a 3-story hospital, probably 80,000 square feet. That's been torn down. We were
Sun is
up
very
the
good
field
treatment.
here, and we made a mistake.
Yeah, so that's where the school used to be. I actually got there kind of late.
Oh no! Bricks and rebar and plaster.
I got the short end of the stick because
That
from
didn't
what I
work at
hear,
all.
the other group actually got a really in-depth tour for like an
And
hour, and I got like
but
the
the
speed
bones of
run
the
through.
place are still here.
So I
Over along
kind of only
like I said,
stuck
there's
to
tunnels
like
that
the
used to be
same
basement
2 buildings because
where
I was too
you
afraid
can't
to
see
like
much
walk
and it's
away
getting
and get
dark.
lost.
Up ahead, in about 2 minutes, we're going to come upon a couple stretch limos. They're from the Lee Allen Bryant day. The nursing home and the mental hospital were called Lee Allen Bryant after their founders. One of the I said there's 3 unique things about several unique property. One is it has 3 eras. It really has something from the 50s, something from the earliest 20th century, and something from the 80s. That's kind of unique. It has 3 different purposes: the tuberculosis hospital, the mental hospital, and the nursing home. And the circumstances of it closing was sudden. It was open, and then one day it was closed.
They did that a lot
The sheriff
back then.
came and
I think
locked
the
door.
Ashmore Estates episode
They
was
got
like
rid of
that.
the patients, and pretty much everything is here as it was left. The patient rooms
I think Hillview
still
Manor was
have
also like
stuff
that
in
too.
them, drawings on the walls. The activity center is still full of games and books, and so there's just a lot of things. If your investigations involve picking up and feeling the stuff that people use, this is the place for you.
Oh, you usually stay up late? I stay up late too. I do puzzles. I do like jigsaw puzzles on my
Grand
phone.
entrance into the sanatorium, big double wide staircase.
I really wish I would have spent more time in the actual, like, this is the actual, like, hospital building, and I didn't.
Pillars and plaster.
So I think the next time that I go, because I will be returning, I think I'll do a lot more in that area.
On the steps. So we're walking down towards the tunnels.
Tunnels!
If you look off to the left there, you can see a lot of the facility looked like that when we got here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of decent areas that were kind of like that stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Broken plaster, but we are trying to think of everything of historical significance. We're trying to leave signs on the wall and that type of stuff. And so down here, back there is the morgue of the tuberculosis hospital, but it's still very messy. But this is what the tunnels look like. So the tunnels here go all
I really
the way
wish I
back
would have
before we started.
walked through them.
They don't get that big. They don't stay this big.
Okay.
There's lots of spiders.
I would imagine.
In the end, this goes off. It used to go underneath the men's ward. Now it goes underneath the nursing home. It's up in a secret room in the nursing home.
Nice.
Secret room. Yeah, I wish I would have done the tunnels, but I did not.
Walk out the back.
I only had like a certain amount of time to stay and
Very
investigate.
industrial. Once again, I can't thank the state of Indiana enough for all of their mitigation efforts. Still stuff on the 2x4.
I do believe the investigation is going to start here in a little bit.
Old steam
Maybe, I don't know.
Driven dynamo to generate electricity.
Oh.
So very.
Interesting.
We'll be restoring the power plant and allow steam pump weddings.
Yay, spiders and a secret room. Yes. It's the best thing you could hope for. There was also these giant crickets, which I thought was really weird.
The activity room is still full of activities. People's photo albums. Hey, can you identify all the different people that were here? So that's the
I thought that was so cute.
Oh my gosh.
So lots and lots of photos of residences. There's cigarette passes, how many cigarettes they can have.
It's amazing
So,
how
all
some of
of
these
the
places
stuff-
like still have all this stuff from like when they were operating. I think it's really cool. It really shows you how people lived in the past.
There's even an old air conditioner.
Yep, no power up here, so if you're measuring stuff, but the hallways are long. The beds are still full, their beds.
Yeah, so those buildings like connect with each other, which I think is super weird. And it was very like I was gonna get lost.
So they really did just like pack up and leave. Well, some of them didn't even pack up. They just said, "Hey, let's go."
Let's go.
So the last building built is the building that's in the worst shape as far as the roof. The administration building's got a slate roof.
Oh.
The building will disintegrate and the roof will be fine. But this roof here is suffering not to get up there this year still.
I actually really like this building, so I spent a lot of time in this building.
So
There
was
is a
lot
really
of
big bat
vandalism in
issue
this
though.
building, correct?
So,
Not a ton.
but a lot of places have bats.
Yeah, for
Where
some
had I think
reason.
Post Town had bats. I did West Virginia Penn. West Virginia Penn has bats. Yeah, just depends on where you go. Bats are pretty common.
Are they? Are they really?
You tell me.
I don't know.
Also, this guy also does not believe in the paranormal. So he's on the building for some time now, but he has it for historical purposes. And if you guys know who Adam Kimmel is, he is the owner of Madison Seminary and Fairfield County Infirmary. He is actually taking over the whole paranormal side of it for them. So he's handling all the booking, or like they're doing it or something. I don't
This
know.
place is so big and like.
That's what I heard. I don't know. I could be wrong.
But there's offices, there's libraries. There's the dining room.
Hello, Blue Water Paranormal Research. You missed the Monroe House one. We just finished that. This is the Indiana State Sanatorium one. But that's okay.
And so we started at The Shining, kind of the Grand Hotel.
How are you today?
Stranger Things. Now we're off to One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh, nice.
This is our final episode that we're going to be watching tonight. So that way I can go eat.
And this goes on and on. Here's another dining hall.
I have to go for now. Have a great day. Thank you, Adam, so much for coming.
So we move from the big
I shall see you hopefully next week.
hallways to the narrow confined hallways.
Now, is this the big brick building?
Yes, this
Okay.
is the 5-story brick building. You can see it's a little bit more
Oh,
cautious.
Oh, well, I'm glad stuff got canceled for you. Now
Yeah,
you
we
can kind
got
of just
to
relax, right?
This is how you
I like relaxing.
meet your fate in the water bill.
Oh, it's okay.
All right. So here's like the nursing station, but like I said, they just left everything. The cups, the record.
This place is literally huge. You could just walk around it forever. I was really afraid of getting lost. Yeah, it's very creepy. Very like, if you make a wrong turn, you could get lost and get turned around, and you could literally just walk forever because all the buildings are like connected to each other.
That's so crazy.
All the complaint numbers, if you have a complaint,
If I have a complaint,
make sure you call.
I will call.
Attention, only registered nurses be on this call.
oh shit.
I will call. Yeah, as you can see, this place is basically like crumbling. It's basically falling apart. Yeah, he's really laid back. Like I said, he bought that place for historical purposes, not really so much for the paranormal. So they're kind of in the process of cleaning it up, fixing it up, and then kind of getting it the historical society involved. So that's what they're doing.
The holes in the walls are from where they removed asbestos.
Okay.
That's also common.
The X's mean don't go this way, it's dangerous.
No.
It means we have the U.S. Special Forces out here.
Okay.
training, and so it's also not to go this
Doing
way.
drills. They did that at Trans-Allegheny too.
I see a car up
Indiana
ahead.
seems to be a hot spot. Yeah, it kind of is. There's actually a lot of places everywhere. You just have to know
So
where
it
to
was
look.
actually at this moment that I realized that I would not be able to do static cameras tonight because, as you can tell from the sped up version of the video, this place is huge, and you just keep walking and walking.
I was worried.
And walking and walking, and I was very concerned that if I had placed something down somewhere, that I would not be able to figure out where stuff is. And
I totally would
I'm
forget.
very used to doing smaller buildings. Things are really easy to find, and you take a tour and you get to feel out the place. But even the tour for this specific place didn't really help me very
You
much.
just keep walking.
So
you keep walking.
I was very much so aware that if I put something down, I would probably not be able to find it and maybe forget about it. And I don't want to lose any of my equipment as I just got it. So there will be no static cams.
No static cams tonight.
If you're saying thank you.
So this
Can
was
you
actually
walk
shot on
in
my
again?
iPhone. I broke my eye.
Guys, I'm just setting up. I was actually setting up a static cam. I didn't think
No,
anything
Amber.
would be going on.
You can go to the bathroom now.
And this little guy over here is going off. I've done no introduction or nothing.
This place needs no introduction.
If you are here, can you talk to me into this device right here for me, please? I would love to know a little bit about you.
Yeah, I actually
your
started
name
filming
is.
with my iPhone for this one on the spot because I had
Anything that
to.
might help me
And then I
help you.
actually really liked the way that my iPhone looked, so I started filming. All my new episodes are with an iPhone, so.
Can you do me a favor and walk in front of this device again? This one right here? Just walk in front of it. Just like stand in front of it. And it'll tell me.
I
that
highly
you're
suggest
still
if you
here
go
and
to
that you wanna
Indiana State
communicate
Sanatorium
with
to
me.
use something that they can visually use.
Thank you so much.
How's
Can you
the-
actually stand in front of it and
No,
just like
that's it.
stay there for like 10 seconds? Please? Just like walk in front of it and just like hold yourself there for a
Oh no, we're
second.
down to
I know
one
it's really
person.
hard
That's
to
okay.
do.
Hello, one person.
Who is it?
We'll just have fun together.
Does that show you how many people are there?
Yeah.
No.
It's okay.
When you first started, there was 7.
Yeah.
Please don't leave us.
Stop. if I brought on another device, would that be beneficial for you? This one might be a little bit easier for you to do. Yeah, I absolutely know nothing about like camera shots or anything like that. So this is all just like trial and error, like learning. Still in the early stages of the YouTube channel. I also want to point out that this place is really expensive, so I actually got invited by a neighbor to come here, so I'm actually not in the building alone. There are 4 other people who are here. If I do hear their voices, I will point it out. This is a really big place though, so I didn't think it would be a problem. Are you still here? Do you want to still communicate? Thank you so much, Seth. My phone for a little bit. You done left by now. Oh, that's not me, right? I don't think I'm close enough. Was I close enough? Oh, maybe that was me. She said, I won't stand here.
Who?
Lillian, aka Froggy.
Hi. I'm her daughter. Was she here earlier?
I don't know.
Maybe
That's not me. That's totally not me. You can see that nobody's over there. Can you set it off again for me? I did check later on to make sure that this device wasn't broken because it goes off quite often tonight in this episode. So yeah.
It's real.
It's legit.
Legitness.
Yeah, I was about to say that, but I wasn't sure if you were
There's a mic on my
Legit.
Okay, cool.
That was legitness. Yeah, that was like a little
Alright, cool. So I'm actually going to turn on the portal device right now. I'm going to hold this myself. My hair is so busy, you guys.
I love people.
She loves people.
And I talk a lot.
So I'm just going to place myself down here. I'm going to pop myself down and I'm going to turn on the portal device, see if we get anything through there. I'm going to sit down. Is that okay? Oh, these are probably really dusty. I didn't think about that. My hair is super frizzy in this. It was very hot that day. Very hot. Is that okay with you then? Yeah. Kenny, stop. Oh, Seth is still here.
So there's...
And Lillian said that she can still see you.
But it says there's a one person.
It's okay. Just sit. Hold on. Must not be. You'll see that nobody's over there. It's just been going off randomly. Yeah. If you want, I'm really surprised I didn't get any keys from this one. Thank you. And you held it. Yeah. That is so awesome. Now, I'm not sure if you're experienced with talking to people. I'm gonna turn this off. So they just opened up this location probably about a month prior to me going. I was very fortunate to catch it early. I can. But I was a little worried that they didn't really know how to use the equipment or anything like that. So, and I'm just gonna ask a few questions, okay? Yeah. So I pulled out the motion stuff because it was pretty easy to use. Okay, and then you can answer like that. So, do you want to tell me what your name is? Quick. You're sniffling all over the place.
Sorry. 1 sec.
Can you tell me, did you stay here as a patient or did you work here? Are you a male or a female? Oh, also, I'm also always looking for advice on how to make my investigations better. Looking for different methods to use, different equipment to use, questions to ask, anything like that. I'm always giving suggestions, so feel free to suggest.
They know more than you, so I can't even answer.
Yeah, I can't answer that question.
Hello, Seth.
Does it make you happy that people come in here and talk to you?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Where? I'm going to turn my portal device on real quick. All right, Lillian. Thank you for joining. I will be able to communicate with you. I can hear you directly. We'll see you next week if we have one. I would love to talk to you. So I'll be sure to get everything set up, and then I'll start asking questions, and you can respond through here.
Don't start when I'm at school. I swear I'll kill you. Okay, guys.
Alright, I'm gonna leave it closed. This is my
Now
new
it's only 6.
this is a camera. It's a static cam, even though it's totally in the shot. I'll turn it this way. Oh! Do you want to come talk to me?
Seth, you still there? And I'll try to be
I'll try to be there. If you can't make it, it's okay. It's no big deal.
It's okay, no big deal.
He says,
No,
may
it's
the
not.
fourth be with you.
He likes Star Wars.
He does like Star Wars.
Just like what
Can you tell me your name through this device?
Anakin said to Obi-Wan. It's so weird how his name is Obi-Wan.
I don't know.
So he says to him.
I think it said he's coming, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm coming.
It's like I'm coming for you.
Come in, I'm gonna get you. Ow, I hit my hand in the wrong spot. I'm gonna get a phone too.
Do you want to come talk to me?
Sure. Just check if moving.
Yeah, a lot of the times I'll just be doing something and like nothing will happen. Kind of like this, where you try something and like they don't really communicate.
Can you tell me your name, please?
I'm lonely.
Did you say you're lonely?
I said I'm lonely.
You're dramatic.
Yeah, I'm very
That was definitely a female, but I don't know. Can you repeat that?
Right.
no.
Quit.
Are you able to talk through this?
So at this point, I'm like by myself, and there's a group of like 4 other people. They're kind of like off in like the nursing home area. I'm in the asylum area right now.
Were you a patient here?
He's
Not
still
hearing
here.
too much
I'm
right
still
now.
here. Thank you for still being here. Sucks how little people left just down with some people.
It's okay.
I can't believe everybody left. They had to work.
It's fine.
And we should leave like us.
People work, Amber.
Do you want to come chat with me?
How do you let people know that it's happening?
I tell them on my Instagram.
Instagram, TikTok, Facebook.
My name's Amber. What's yours?
I don't know.
So there's a lot of ground to cover, a lot of different spaces to go to. So I'm going to start working my way up and go kind of upstairs, walk around a bit. Does anybody want to come talk?
So I was able to steal one of their group people because
Touch this over here.
I started
and it
to
lets me know
feel
that you
really
wanna
weird
talk.
because there was all these like broken windows, and I really felt like somebody could kind of like just jump in. The guy was saying that they have a problem with trespassers coming in, so I was like, oh my gosh, somebody's gonna come in and steal my stuff because there was nowhere for me to set
Do you have an
everything down. I
activity that
had
you
a
wanna
backpack with me. So I was like, let me steal one of your people. I'd feel a lot safer. So I stole a nice older man, and he was very, very nice. So that's who I have with me at this point. He's kind of standing behind the camera.
Yeah, the windows. You should just go in.
Itchy face.
You can come speak over into this device right here. And I'll be able to
You're
catch
tired.
whatever you say.
I know, I'm hungry.
What's for dinner?
I don't know.
I sort of want to have that stuff you made earlier for dinner.
I don't care. Go ahead. There's some sirens going off at the house.
When I was on the meet earlier, there was a police siren going off too.
We live in a big city.
Yeah, for like somebody else, but not me.
Did you like spending time in this room?
These cuts are extremely long. I think I was just emphasizing the fact that like I wasn't getting anything. And somebody said I had to create more suspense. So I think maybe I drug out the EVP session a little bit. Oh, he's talking about bats. Yeah. And he kind of did like this weird karate move. I know you couldn't see it.
Yeah.
And we were basically laughing.
That's so funny.
Yeah, the shushing was not
Oh,
enough.
yeah, they were cute. Can you tell me if you're a patient or if you worked here?
What was that like?
I don't know. It's probably a bug. There was a lot of bugs in this place, so.
It went too fast though. It wasn't an orb. Orbs.
Okay.
Do you know where we're at? See, this is what I don't like. Like the doors being open like that. Like somebody can literally just wait there and then just like grab you.
Yeah, me complaining about.
So why was the 5th floor so bad?
So at this point, now we have the whole group sitting around this. Oh yeah, I included that. Goodbye, Seth.
What kind of people were up here?
Goodbye, my best friend.
Were they bad people up here?
I don't know, I just went from a bus.
How many spares are up here?
Where did I take this?
Yeah.
I'll see my room.
There they go. They come from that door.
So the device that the guy
Yeah,
has
it's
in
like
his
very, very faint.
hand is
I
like
can't turn that up. It doesn't.
something that
Are you
amplifies
still here
sound
talking to
so
us?
he can hear better.
You know we can hear you, right?
What you say? Because then we just tell me we got nobody.
If you're here, can you do something for us? Like make a noise or talk to us through this device?
This session, like a lot of these sessions last a long time. You probably wouldn't notice that or like think that, but they're probably, each spirit box session is probably like a half-hour long. And I try to edit it down
Why
because I
would
know
we
you don't want
run?
to sit for like
We're
a
not
half
afraid
hour
of
and
you.
watch it.
Can people like rewatch it?
I can.
Oh, that's what I was looking like talking. Now let me focus.
Wait. You're not gonna get famous off my channel. It's not gonna happen. My channel's not that big.
Everybody went in.
I swear I've been me 3 times now.
Really?
Is that you just heard that thing? Yeah.
I can see that, yeah.
It's the third, like, I thought I heard it twice and now I think I heard it. You keep saying the name Amy, it's a man every time.
Yeah, he actually
Why are you
posted
up on
his
the floor?
investigation. Oh, we got about.
Ask me if he's still.
So he posted his investigation of this, and he said that his audio was very different
Is
from my
Amy
audio.
important to you?
And I think that goes to show the importance of having good quality audio, is because if you have a camera that doesn't have good quality audio, you're gonna get, when you go back over it, you're gonna get what sounds different than what it actually might be. So I think that's why I like recording with the iPhone, is because the audio on that is pretty good.
What did you say?
Sounds like a scream at the end. It's weird. Oh my gosh.
Why is somebody screaming? Screaming in pain. Can you say one of our names, please? Through this device over here? It said something. Yeah, this portal device is really cool, but sometimes it's actually pretty quiet and I don't know why. So I'm trying to figure out if I'm using it wrong or not. I could be. Maybe that's why it's so quiet. I've tried turning it up on multiple occasions and I can't figure out how to do that, so I'll just have to look it up.
Do you know what month it is?
Do you know what month it is? Do you know what year it is? Not you. I'm asking the spirits that.
I know, I just like answering.
Yeah, okay. Well, I wasn't asking
Except
you.
for really, really.
It was a female, but I didn't catch what she said. Really?
Ask me a stupid
Oh my gosh.
It was
I'm
just
like
last
something
week.
stuck in my teeth. Not right now. Does that get out?
Did I want to say G?
I don't know.
Do you want to
Not
tell us
everybody.
what's so funny?
Okay, let's go.
No.
Oh, I feel the cat. The cat's laying down underneath my feet.
You woke him
I'm
up!
sorry, I didn't know he was under there.
Why
I
not?
did.
Why'd you put him under there?
I did not put him under there. I had him up there and I left. And then he came back.
Oh, you all took my computer. Oh, my computer's getting very hot.
Maybe it's not good.
I don't want to unplug it. Yeah, because I heard the female. I think she said none of your business.
Yeah, yo.
I don't even know if anybody's watching at this point.
Hello? Is anybody there?
That's okay. We've got 15 minutes.
You heard that? You heard that?
Is anybody there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you heard it?
I thought, well, I thought it was because you were moving. But by the time I looked, you were already up. It's not your business. Yeah.
Is my
Who's ground?
Is that why you're telling us to run?
Yeah, they kept saying that like at the top floor of this like insane asylum was like the worst, where they had all the like hardened criminals or something. I don't know. So that's why we were. That's why I was under the assumption that it was like so bad up
They're
there.
calling us an idiot because we ain't leave yet.
We ain't leave. We ain't leave.
You must have
No. Did you hear that? Sound like you don't help?
Because I wonder if a spirit could choke someone.
Woman.
Maybe.
Who needs help?
How can we help you? You stuck here. Is there someone making you stay here?
I think next time we do this, there'll probably only be 3 episodes instead of 4. 4 is a long time to be on. I didn't realize that it was going to be like this long. I just tried to narrow it down to like my favorite ones. I've been on for 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Yes. 30.
Oh yeah, it did. A second.
Yeah.
And then now
Somebody
it's
has
gone
left.
back out.
Yeah, that'd be you. You always.
Well, what the hell?
You're magnificent.
First time.
Who's keeping you here?
I'm like, okay, you did. Who's next?
Who's next?
Who's next?
I really hope that something would have walked in front of that. Nothing did.
He's still there.
Yeah, we're still in the same
I hate you too.
Okay.
Somebody forced you to come to this place?
We will have a good time.
We always have a good time.
Always.
Besides when you're getting in trouble, which happens on occasion. Can you come over here around these two devices over here? No, you're not. Shade.
Shade.
One of them plays music.
Yeah, if you walk in front of this one, it'll go off and it'll play music for you. Do it!
Just do it.
They won't. We did get some pretty cool activity later on.
I like how this behavior too.
Alright guys, if you guys are watching because you need the keyword,
That's
you
what
have
happened.
it.
That's when I was
If you
at
guys want
school.
to win a
That was
speaker
when I
box
was at
with a
school, and
speaker,
that's
all
why
you have
that's
to do
up there.
is type in the keyword underneath
wondering.
this video. So in the comment section, just type in the keyword and here
Somebody
is
did
your
win that.
keyword. Be sure
I
to
haven't
check
sent
my
it out yet.
Instagram on August 28th. I will be
Because
announcing
again,
the
I've been
winner
sick
in
this
the
past
post.
week.
So good luck to everybody, and I hope you guys
I
are
didn't want to
enjoying the
send
video.
anything
If
if
you're
it had
enjoying the
like
video,
sickness
please
on it.
give this video a thumbs up.
Sickness.
All you have to do is just walk right in front of it and it'll go off for you.
I love you all. I wish everybody was there to hear it. Type in the chat. Well, they can rewatch the video so they can't see it. I love you all.
Yeah, they can rewatch it and see that you're being ridiculous.
I'm never ridiculous.
No,
This
you're
is
always-
me. This is me. That's not original.
That's not me.
We kept hearing a lot of footsteps. It kind of sucked because you really couldn't hear it when I was like editing it.
Thank you.
I think I want to do a dab for the camera.
No, you're not gonna do a dab in front of the camera.
If you play it, touch it, it will let you.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't sing it.
This music box would not stop
Let's
going
play
off. Like, it went off for a solid half hour, and I had to cut out a lot of it. So
Keep in mind,
What is
just
that?
to us. Everyone.
yeah, everybody else was in a separate building or somewhere else.
So there was different buildings there?
Yeah, that's why it was
It
super
sounds
huge.
like footsteps. Like just like.
Just before you said that, sounded like it was 3 in a row.
Yeah.
You down there walking around? You can walk up here.
Walk over here.
Come on.
Yeah, we just want to be friends with you and help you out if you need help.
But like literally, this music box would not stop going off. Come over.
Come on, come on.
You want to play the music box again? Thank you.
And then it just keeps going and going and going.
I like that music box.
It went off for like a
I've
half
only
hour.
ever been able to get it to go off one other location.
Maybe they just.
And it only went off once.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think it was just easy for them to
It's
use
been
because
like
they
at
don't have the
least 6
experience on how to
locations by now.
use different equipment and things like that. Again, this place just opened up. I was pretty fortunate to get in about a month after they opened up to the paranormal community. So they weren't that experienced yet. Or maybe they just didn't like me. I don't know. Just giving them that excuse.
This is them. She owes me. That's them.
I have a bed and breakfast that I'm going to be doing soon. I'm excited about that. It's next week.
Yeah, we have this little ball over here. If you
I
touch
have
it,
to
it'll
pee
light
really
up.
badly.
Can I use the muffin?
Yeah, no.
I can stay up here.
No, it's okay.
I love your fans.
You like the music
Your
box?
fans. I love your fans.
Can you step in front of the music box again if you want another toy to play with?
He's still
And I'll bring something
here.
else out of the bag.
Heart you too.
Heart you too.
Yeah, you put a heart.
We're close to being done.
Okay, well, I'll take care of some question. I'm gonna ask if he wants to see me.
Hold on, one second.
He does not want to see you do it dab. Stop. You just did.
Alright. I'm gonna give you
No.
a little red pod.
What is he doing?
No, it's just his nail alone. I'm about to barge in.
And all you have to do is just touch it.
Hello, Dante.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
you're near
All
the
you gotta do is
end.
just touch it and
We
then
are
let it
near
make
the
obnoxious noises.
My daughter's trying to dab.
I want to do a
This is
dab.
On
a
the
full
screen.
spectrum camera. So.
Let me know if you want to see me do it.
Also, I want to document
Let
that
me
there
know.
isn't
Let me
anybody
know.
walking on the side over here. It's just us.
Get this walking carpet out of my way.
So you like the music box?
Did you
but
call me a
you like the
walking
red
carpet?
pod, right?
Yeah, because that was from the Star Wars movie when I see the box.
Can you at least make the red
It's
pod
like,
go off
can somebody
once
get this big
for me?
walking carpet out of my way? She was
Oh.
talking to Chipmunk.
Okay.
Or was it Chewie? I get confused.
He said, "Oh man."
What do you mean, oh man?
The red pod.
Oh, so he's still there.
This one. You just gotta get really close to it and it'll go off and make it obnoxious.
I really liked how this device just kept going off. Like I said, I actually cut most of it out because it was kind of annoying. That noise was very annoying after like a half hour of listening to it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's what I call paranormal.
That's what you call
And
paranormal.
besides, that floor's dirty. That smells dirty.
Oh, it's okay, man. Get them hours. Don't worry.
It's
You're
okay.
fine.
You can always rewatch this.
Well, he doesn't have to rewatch it, but
You can always do that.
Oh, that's weird.
yeah, that just kept going off.
Nobody let me know if I want to do that. I'm gonna sign the prisoner when we do that, but then. Oh, I like you, man. It's fun.
You like being dramatic.
I'm very dramatic.
Never seen that before, have you?
Yeah, it really shouldn't be going off, but it kept going off.
That's because they liked it.
And I end up getting my full spectrum camera out, and I do another shot so you can actually see
And
the other
it's
side
obviously not broken because
where
we just
it
had
shoots
up on
out to the
floor
wall.
too,
You can
and
see
it
that
sat there for like 20 minutes and didn't
it's
go
not
off.
moving. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think it's just easy for them to use. They just had opened up the building to the paranormal community about a month before I got there, so I was pretty fortunate to get there early.
Yeah, I set this guy
So I
up,
think
too.
they just didn't really know how to use the rest of the stuff. Maybe it was a bit too complicated. They use the REM pod a lot, and they use this.
You gotta
music
get up close to it. You gotta set it off.
Next time you go there, you can use those more.
Yeah, I think so.
He was doing an entire video of them going on. Wait a minute. This is where I don't know. Two in the front. Start going on. You're like, it's like there's two of them.
Yeah.
But they're
And
going off.
you can clearly see the wall on the other side. And you can see that there isn't anybody walking over there. So that's why I did that, because I was like, nobody's gonna believe that it's going off this way.
Yeah, one's there and then that one keeps switching.
I think they need to learn. I think they're gonna do great. I think they are gonna learn. Actually, I was talking to the guy,
Well,
and he
you
said
can
that
keep
Nick
setting
Roth
that
was
off, then
filming
you
there
can
for his
speak into this device, right?
show.
You can tell me your name.
What does
And
that
maybe
mean?
why you
Death
like the
Walker.
music box so much?
He actually was filming there, and he booked one day, and Nick Roth loved it so much he ended up staying 5 days in total, trying to get content for his Daywalker thing. So
Sweet. Cool. Context 19. Stop it, Ken.
It really sounds like there's somebody like up there.
yeah, we kept hearing footsteps and stuff in the hallway, but it was just too hard to catch on my audio, so which was disappointing. He's the best. He is.
Can you do me a
I
favor?
love Nick Roth.
Can you, if you walk in front of it, can you hold yourself in front of it and make it go off for like 10 seconds? You gotta hold there a little bit longer.
It was just like, let's keep going.
I know it's hard, especially because you just used up so much energy to.
What are you doing, Alfred? The cat. So they had these walkie-talkies.
I think they're talking to us.
Yeah, no, one that way, except we're here.
And this guy said that he was hearing like screaming outside. He showed it to me later. It's super creepy. Of course, I thought Bigfoot automatically. You know how I am.
She believes in Bigfoot.
Where are you at that you're hearing what? Over.
Is it supposed to subscribe?
No, stop.
Oh, where the grand like staircases?
Yes, and what are you hearing? Over. But what are you hearing? Over.
I did find out later that they have a bobcat problem, evidently. I never seen no bobcat. Somebody said they saw a bobcat walk into one of these buildings, and I'm glad I didn't run into no bobcat.
Well, we're sitting here with the music box going off. Over.
Oh, my light just died.
Camera light.
I don't think I have any light left.
Yeah, I would not have wanted to run into a bobcat.
Next time, please.
That was me.
So there is something that like crosses really fast. Did you see it?
I seen that.
And then my REM pod goes off after it crosses, which
That's
kind of
wrong.
tracks because it goes in the same direction, which I thought was pretty cool.
Turn this off for a second.
And my REM pod had been sitting there this whole time during the whole music box thing, and the REM pod never went off once. It always turns the music box over though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, I'm tired of your crap.
I'm not exactly sure what this is, but it does really look like there's some sort of like figure that crosses in front of the camera. I can't tell if it's like some sort of weird like flashlight, like shadow play. I don't know, but I did slow it down. It looks
That's real.
pretty weird.
I don't know what it is.
That's
Amber. I
Randall's
turned on my
over
portal
here
device,
using the
and I
flashlight,
grabbed my
and
their
then they're over
user
there.
and my
That
REM pod, and I
definitely
set them in
something.
front of them. And I You're really so don't get smart. too many answers through the portal device, but I do capture this.
Oh, there's a little spike for the. Oh yeah. See, and the millimeter just had a spike of like 2 something. Yeah.
I liked how there were spikes on the millimeter as the REM pod was going off too. I thought that was really cool. I do this again, and it did happen at the next location, which the next location is Randolph County Infirmary, which is a pretty cool location. It's pretty big. I also went there with my sister. So we filmed the Fowler Theater episode on Saturday, and then we filmed Randolph County the following day. It was like a Sunday or whatever. So we were actually pretty tired, but we did get a lot of stuff, especially with the REM pod and the millimeter going off. So I thought that was pretty cool. That'll be like Monday's investigation. But thank you so much for staying so long. I know there's not a lot of people here.
Yeah.
Do you want to do your dab to end the night?
Oh my god, I almost fell.
Anyway, yeah, it was really cool to see those 2 devices going off.
Do you
But
like my dab?
yes, they loved your dab.
Anything.
But we will definitely be doing more rewatch parties. I'm thinking about doing one a week. Maybe not as long as this one. I kind of just wanted to test it out and see like what time works best for people. I think that's what I was working on. But I'll definitely be doing like one a week. Maybe just watching like 1 or 2 episodes, nothing major, and seeing that because that's going to help with the hours. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so sorry it's dark. It got dark outside. And for some reason they didn't put a light in here, so I
Same
literally
with
have
my room.
sucks. Anyway, thank you so much. He said awesome dab.
You spelled dab. Oh wait,
Yeah.
he spelled it right.
Yeah.
I first thought he spelled it right.
Anyway, thank you so much, and I will see you next week. All right, love you guys. Bye.
See ya.